Hello, guys, and welcome to the Archie Luxury live stream channel, live stream broadcast for today. Love. Exciting destinations, hey. Blue Shirt Buddha, speaking of the love, Blue Shirt Buddha, $2. It's Thursday night live with the Pontiff. Hey, man, it's all good. I love my Blue Shirt Buddha. Thank you so much, Blue Shirt Buddha. We're praying for you, baby. So, guys, what can I say? What can I say? It's, we're in, what can I say? Indeed, there we had a great show yesterday. First class show yesterday. O'Sheen, we had the bear. And I gotta tell you, we like different guests. It's like the love boat. The love boat. It's like the love boat. And I got to tell you, the world of wristwatches, what's going on? Let's have a quick look there. Let's have a look outside the studio. This is in Brisbane. It's a bit overcast today. It's a little bit overcast. The garden's quite nice. There we got my rockery out there. Got a few little flowers and the bees. Yep, it's all okay. It's all okay. It's all okay. I've got to tell you guys, it's a beautiful day. What can I say? I got to tell you guys, wristwatches, it's getting there. I was busy yesterday getting my taxes sorted out. Unfortunately, that $220,000 a year, that's not on the cards, I'm afraid. Delusional fantasists. Delusional fantasists. Delusional fantasists. Here we go. Frozen Yukoner, $2 Canadian. Donation for the Pontiff. Thank you so much. And we've got Ken. I love my Ken Fresno. He's got a lovely, lovely wife. Good man. Just a good man. $5. Ken Fresno. Arch, how big a super chat to put up a bald spot cam like this has? What's a bald spot cam? I never heard of this. I don't know. How are we going there? Captain. Yeah, I got to tell you, man, it's all fantastic. The Love Boat. Love-in. Would you have a love-in with the other crew? The crew were fired. They were told to walk the plank on the Archie Luxury channel. They got to walk the plank. Yeah, it was mutineer. That's what it was. Do you have mutineers on cruise ships? I don't know about that. I really don't know. I gotta be honest with you. I want to talk wristwatches. What's the go, guys? Do you love your watches? Are you guys sick of Rolex? Do you guys like the Rolex? Rolex Love Boat. If only we could get Marco back and Tim and JJ. Hey guys, can we have a love fest? I gotta be honest with you, if we could have a love fest, wouldn't that be so cool? Hey guys, Love Boat. I would love to have the love fest. Speak of the devil, it's Marcelo's birthday today. He sent me a message. Today's my birthday. Tomorrow, so that's today. I'm celebrating in the shop. First day of opening the restaurant. I wish you guys could join me. Okie dokie. Happy birthday, Marcelo. Happy birthday. That's all I can say. Happy birthday to our Marcelo. L. James. I gotta tell you, man. Love Boat. It's a love edition today. Let's see what we can bring in. Let's see what barnacles we can bring in. Let's see what barnacles we could bring in today. Love Boat. We got to love these punters. Love these punters, guys. Here we go. Lone Star Watch Collector, $2. Is it time for Green Room to bore us to death yet? I love my green room and plan fantastic 1872, £5. Keep up the good work, Arch. Let the pretenders melt in their greed. He stole the leads. The leads. And we've got Stephen Monash, $5. Loved O'Sheen's joke on Paul Thorpe's show when he says to Anthony and after lunch, is there a disappearing act? Very, very witty. That O'Sheen is a very witty sort of dude. We love him. We love him to death. He comes on here. Very, very cool guy. Just, I don't know what he does. He's a record producer. He produces stuff. He's doing well. He's behind gold Daytonas. He can't be short of quid, can he? Can't be short of quid. I got to tell you what's going on in this world here. Hey, look at this here. Watch Cardinal. Archie has serious problems. I will steal all future leads. Leads. The leads. The leads. Steal all future leads. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. Anthony Pellegrini, $2. Thoughts on the Omega chronoscope? I got to tell you, it takes me a few days to think about it because let's be honest, what do? They got a 1950s watch and they crossed it with a Speedmaster case. I don't know. I don't know if that's really, I don't know. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I kind of think it I don't think so. I'd probably just get the standard Speedmaster. You know, I like the Speedmaster Mark II better. If I had a choice, I'd get the Mark II. That's what I'd get because that's a coaxial movement and it's also a column wheel chronograph. There you go. That's what I would do. SR Bell, we love you, SR Bell, $67, $2. AC3, would you rather shower with Bear or Mark? I don't know. Now, let me explain this to you guys. You know, if you have no feelings, intimate feelings to both of these guys, maybe they don't. This is, but Bell, I love you, Americans. The Americans. Yes, thank you. I like this. This is cheeky. That's not the real me. ABC, can you ban? Look at that. Look at that. ABC, man, we love you. Ken Fresno, $2. Na. Batgirl. Exactly. It's just, I got to tell you guys, the watches, what's going on in the watch world? It's pretty boring because none of us can get any stock. Well, you know what's happening in this world here? There's no cruises. It's not like we could jump on a cruise and go and see the world. It doesn't quite work that way. Where's Irix guy? Irix guy. I love my Irix guy. Where is he gone? Irix guy. Thomas G, €2. €2. Why are you still giving Bobby Google O2? Block him! I don't think that's the real Bobby Google. Bobby, I don't think that's the real Bobby Google. Look, we like a bit of jokes. It's the banter. That's what we like. We like a bit of banter. We like the banter. Life's too short to be boring. That's exactly it. Life's too short to be boring. Boring, guys. We like to chat. That's what we want to do is chat. We want to chat to our punters. We want to chat to our punters. That's what we want to do. We want to chat. So I've got to be totally honest with you. Here we go. We got some nice comments there. I like it. They steal the leads. The one that said they'll steal the leads is not me. I like this. We got look. You know what? We like a bit of banter there. We love the banter. Banter. I got to tell you guys, what do I think on the watch world? You know what I think? What I really, really, really think. Let's call it up. Let's go and have a look and see what's happening around the world there. So, firstly, I'll tell you a few things I like to check out. We like to check out Rolex magazine. Okay, this is what I like to check out. Rolex magazine. Let's check this out. Share the screen, big boy. Let's share it now. Bobby Google. Here we go. This is my good friends. This is Jake's Rolex World. I love him. Jake Urquhart. And he's just posted a bit there. If James Bond wore a Rolex, look at this. This is the No Time to Die, the latest. This is the latest movie, the latest movies coming out there with easy smiles and expensive watches. These days, okay, so what does he say? Oh, he reckons if James Bond wore Rolex, imagining James Bond, what would he wear? He'd wear the panda. Shit. Yes. And he goes on to say, it doesn't have to be a diver. Ian Fleming, you reminded, were an explorer, and Daniel Craig in the recent wore an Aquaterra. Yeah. Oh, yes. That's a very tactical James Bond. Holy shit! An explorer too. What? Yeah, and we've got there. Oh, yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig's apparently a huge watch lover. What's he? Is that a Tudor? Tuna? Is that a tuna? What's that? What's that, a Tudor? Looks like a black bay. A black bay? A black bay? Is it? Customized LV sub. Holy shit. Oh, it's one of these. Yeah. Okay, got you. Yeah, some interesting articles here. Interesting stuff. The Bund. Look at this. This is the Paul Newman. Paul Newman. Ooh, look at this stuff, man. Rolex. It's Rolex, please. Rolex, please. What do you reckon, guys? It's looking pretty damn special. I tell you what, guys, it's looking special. Here we go. Ms. Tudor to you, $10. Hi, Arch. I am so excited. Here I am sending you lots of love and support. This lovely lady, she actually did send me an email this morning. I'll just call it up there. Very, very lovely lady, Serena. And she said to me, hi, Arch, my husband, Sydney, absolutely loves you and your show. I am so excited. I am home for the week. I am a traveling RN, registered nurse, and will be joining and watching you live tonight. Thank you so much. Thanks for keeping him busy and entertained while I'm out of town. I have decided I want to get a paddock. I am awaiting my watch for him. By the way, he chooses your live show over talking to me on the way home from work when I am out of town. I have been instructed on I've been instructed on your live show times. Oh, okay. You are a great person. I'm glad you got rid of some of the people who were taking advantage of you. Yes. We took a trip to Miami a few months ago, and you were the highlight of our trip. I learned a lot during that time. Blessed and be beautiful. Well, I got to tell you, I'm going to just share this photo. I normally don't share photos, but she's actually, they're a beautiful couple, and I just wanted to share that. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, if that's not, that isn't that beautiful? Look at that. What a couple. Couple. What a beautiful couple, hey? What a beautiful couple. I mean, man, how much better can you get than that? Ms. Serena, I tell you what I would get if I were you. Do you want me to tell you what paddock I would buy if I were you? Do you want me to tell you? Do you want me to tell you? Because I saw one that's actually pretty good value. Please hear me out, Miss Serena. Please hear me out. I'll tell you exactly what I want you to do. What I want you to do is go to David SW. Now, hear me out. I know my I don't know what I did then. I pressed the wrong button. Hello, Green Room. How are you?
Good morning, Archie.
Love Boat. Did you used to watch the Love Boat at all?
No, but I do know of it. But not really. But I have heard of it. I've heard that
Cheesy,
music before.
cheesy. You know the sad thing is about Love Boat?
No, tell me.
Okay, Captain, he died this year. Okay. I don't
Yep.
know if you know, he's actually the actor who was in the Mary Tyler Moore Show. He was Murray in Mary Tyler Moore Show, which was a 70s classic. Yeah, it was light entertainment. That was Aaron Spelling. Okay. You know
This
Aaron
was really,
Spelling?
Archie. This was really before my time here.
Okay, you know Tori Spelling, Beverly Hills 90210. Her dad had the biggest house in Hollywood.
Actually, I've got no idea who these people are that you're mentioning.
Oh, Aaron Spelling was he's the guy who put the TV program together. Brilliant guy. He's dead now as well. But the sad thing is, the Love Boat, the captain died this year. That boat was scrapped about 10 years ago.
Oh,
They cut it up. They cut it up, you know. It's kind of sad, isn't it?
they couldn't sell it to a collector or something.
It's
Like
kind of
you?
a big, kind of a. I just find it sad. You know what I mean? They're all. That was an innocent time, pre-COVID. There was no mask on the ship, no social
Nah,
distancing.
the good old days.
Anyhow, guys, thank you for coming on there. How long was I off air for? I pressed the wrong button, I think.
I don't know. I just popped back in the unit and there was nothing on the screen. So.
Oh, shit. Toyota Mo, $5. Hi, Arch. Can you comment on TPG's updated statement on his community page? Did he watch your video on how to handle YouTube punters? Shout out to Marco. I didn't see the updated message. What does he say there? Tell me, what does he say?
Don't know. I haven't heard this.
Yeah,
I saw the big blog post yesterday, but not what he's written since then.
I'll just see if I can find it. You know, he's kind of nuts. The guy is kind of nuts. You know.
To me, I see that what he wrote yesterday is sort of the final nail in the coffin. To be honest with you, I could be wrong, but
Yeah, it wasn't much of a response. I don't know what to say. It's just having a quick look there. I'll just show you. So I've just gone to the to his YouTube channel, and all he says, heads up for everyone, we will not have a video, blah 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 blah.
travel schedules.
I don't know this sort of shit, do you? I don't know what
Unless
to
he's thanking
say.
us for understanding. Thanks for your understanding.
Yeah, it's not really a Instagram. I don't know what's wrong with this dude. You know what I mean? He's sort of
I think he got in his head a bit too much. You watched a bit too many of your videos that you did on him. Maybe that's the case.
yeah, it's kind of strange. Just having a look at
I
his.
think we had a super chat.
We had a super chat. Let's go,
Lone
go,
Star
go, go,
Watch
go.
Collector.
Here we go.
Missed that one.
Actually, I got a few. Just hang on there. We've also got fantastic 1872, £2. Scotland loves the arch. Thank you. Thank you. And we've got Sovereign, the Sovereign, a shot in the dark. Howdy. There we go. Sovereign. I was talking to Sovereign yesterday. I was having a good talk to Sov.
Now he writes the excommunication scripts.
Exactly. It's you know, like I got to be honest. Here we go. Lone Star Watch Collector. What's on Green Room's watch radar?
I would love to try and get a black dialed Milgauss, and also I'd say a two-tone root beer. I'm definitely not going to do both, but those are the two watches I'd really like to have. But the Milgauss would be much more realistic.
A two-tone root beer. Wowzers. By the way, it's Marcelo Birdman's birthday today.
Well, I think he bought himself as a gift. He bought himself a headset. He got a new headset, I think. So I think we might be able to hear him if he ever returns, or if you ever let him back, or whatever the drama there is.
Look, I don't think we really want him. You know what I mean?
I think he's an entertaining character, Archie.
You know what? I think Austin will give that as a present to Austin.
That's good.
For his years of commitment to the Tudor Iconaut and Hydronaut, yes. We will present you with Marcelo.
Gee, that Austin Daniels, he was quite mean to Dis yesterday. Did you see that?
I didn't think he was mean.
I thought he was a little bit mean.
No, he just said he wanted to stay with Rancher today. What's wrong with that? The Rancher gets jealous. Didn't you know that? That's why the Rancher turned on me, because he gets jealous. He only wants to have the love to himself. He gets jealous that I could love somebody else besides him. SR Bell, 67. I would shower with all of them. Would someone please hold my towel? What do you think?
I have no
See,
idea.
Looking back on history, the 70s on television, it was a cooler time, see? But it wasn't really that cool. There were still scoundrels around. You got to remember this. There was still... by the way, I got my microphone working again. I don't know if you know that.
What did you do? Yeah, I'm now noticing
it just
that.
Comes good. It just comes good itself. I don't know. I don't understand this shit. It just comes good itself. Tell me this. Watch radar. When are you actually going to... Can I ask you this seriously? You're a young guy.
Oh God!
You got your own apartment, correct?
Yes.
Paid off a bit of a mortgage?
No, it's fully paid off. It's a small. It's a 1-bedroom unit. And I'm paying the strata payments.
How far from Sydney are you?
I don't really want to say exactly.
Okay.
I might
Okay,
tell
well,
you in the private chat afterwards if you want.
yeah,
But
no, that's okay. Okay, that's okay. But the thing is this: you're in New
there's a
South
bit of a
Wales.
travel distance. I'm not exactly next to the city. Let's just say that.
Yeah. You're in Mount Druitt. Mount Druitt. You know the fastest way
No, I'm
from
not in Mount Druitt.
CBD to Mount Druitt is, don't you?
As you said, heroin, such and such. I remember you
Yeah.
saying that.
Lose your
No, I
job
don't.
and take up ice.
I'm quite a bit more west than Mount Druitt.
Okay. Does Mount Druitt scare you as a suburb?
I've been there a couple of times.
Does it scare you? Is it like that SBS series? You know, what's that called? Struggle Street. I love Struggle Street on SBS.
I watched a little bit of that. I don't really remember it well, but I know what I know what you mean.
Poverty porn. Because the best thing about poverty porn is we can watch it and we feel good about ourselves because these other people are so much worse than us.
Yeah. I'd say that people are driven more and more out west as these properties and the rent increases, perhaps.
But tell me this:
So
you're a young man. You've got your
yeah,
own one bedder.
yes,
Is there a girlfriend on the scene? No girlfriends?
no, not yet.
Not
No, you have to be
yet.
very, as I've said, you've got to be very careful.
Would you, if you went out on a date, they said, "Oh, do you renting? Where are you renting?" Would you say, "Yeah, I'm renting," or you'd say, "No, I actually own my fully paid off home"?
Well, I think it's a good question. What do you think? I'll ask you before I answer. What is the correct answer to that? Do I underplay it, or do I overplay it, or do I
No,
not?
what
Do I
you
just
do
try and,
is
or do I try and not say anything at all?
the best thing to do is do the same as her. If she rents, you rent. If she owns, you own. People like to see reflections in the mirror. That's why similar people of similar beauty marry similar beauty people, unless they've got money. Money's the big uniter of things. Okay. So if I would say to her, "Oh, how much rent do you? How much do you pay a rent for that? How much do you pay a week?" Then you'd say, "Okay, yeah, I pay about this." You just distance yourself. You say, "Oh,
And what about this date just of mine? Do I try and hide that? Do I try and underplay it? Do I continue to wear my green sweater? Now
no,
listen. The
I
problem
don't
is,
think."
can I just say something?
Mhm.
Enormous problem that I kind of overlooked when it came to getting this watch. Oh, quick super chat.
Fantastic. 1872, £5. Arch, what's your opinion on the PAM 674? Just bought one. I fucking love it. Let's just bring that baby up. Let me bring that up now, and we will. Let me give you the opinion on that. A PAM 674. Okay, PAM 674. Here we go. Art Illumina 3-day. Yeah, actually, it's quite a nice watch. Look at that. Quite nice. Yeah. Look, I always say with PAMs, try and get a simple. This is actually an automatic. I like the manual wind, but the automatics is okay. Just a very simple three-hander, no date. Yeah, I totally get it. It's beautiful. It's a nice looking PAM, simple, elegant. I quite like it. What do you think, Green Room?
I think my whole problem with Pan is that I love the style of the dials, right? I love
Mm-hmm.
the
This is
numerals.
classic.
It's classic, but I just find that for me they're just always too big. I could never really get into it. But I love the look. I love the aesthetic look of the dial. But
Yeah.
I don't really love the case size. I don't hate it, or the case shape, I should
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just too big. Are there smaller
Yeah.
Pams?
Yeah. Yeah, no. I get it. Now talk to me. What's the problem when you're on a date with the date just? The date just is very under the radar. What's the fuck's the problem with that, man?
Well, small problem that I overlooked. I spent years, watching all these watch videos and such. But I failed to realise that I actually live in an area that's extremely cold, right?
Yeah.
And as a result, I wind up wearing a long sleeved such and such, 99% of the times, so you can't really see
So
the watch, which from a
that's
certain
okay.
point of
So
view is a
what?
good thing.
Yeah. So how is the dating going? How old are you now?
I just turned 25.
Okay. So why is there no dating? I don't understand this. Shouldn't you be dating since you're 15?
Since I'm 15.
Yeah.
Oh, since I was 15,
Yeah.
I try and keep
No?
I try and keep under the radar. I try and stay away from the online dating.
Why?
I just don't want to really get into that. I don't want to get your channel kicked off of YouTube if I really get into
Online dating. Okay. But do you want a girlfriend or you don't want a girlfriend or what's the
Um,
go?
oh, thank God, Diego says he wants the link. Yeah, that can get me
I
out
don't know
talking
if I
about
really
this.
want him today. I'm not in the mood to have him on today, Diego. Sorry.
How do I say this? I'd love to find an intelligent woman, okay? And
What are you doing in Mount Druitt?
I don't live in Mount Druitt.
I'm joking with you, okay? You're very
Um,
touchy. Look, you want to find an intelligent woman? Why don't you
mhm.
start doing lawn care at the University of Sydney then, if that's the case?
I don't think intelligent women can be found at universities. I think they're too. I think the smartest women of all choose not to go to university.
Okay. Okay, interesting point. Um,
I shouldn't say it. Sorry, I shouldn't say all. I shouldn't
no, no,
say
no.
none at all. None
No, no,
at all. But just
I completely understand what you're saying. I'm just
of
trying to,
course, there's quite a few smart women there, really. But
yeah.
I think something strange happens to young
Um,
women that go to university these days. Okay, and I'll just leave it at that.
no. Dave Ramsey. How do you find Dave Ramsey? Tell me this. What's your opinion on Dave Ramsey?
As for Dave Ramsey,
I
part of
don't
me
think it
really
works
likes
in
him.
Sydney. I don't think Sydney, they don't
his
understand Sydney.
No, he's a little bit ignorant of the whole housing situation for a lot of people, I think. But part of me really likes Dave Ramsey, but
Yeah.
part of me not so much. I think he's good for people that don't like to take risk. But
You need to take risks to get the massive rewards, but sometimes.
yeah,
Like,
that's true.
what did
But
you think? Can I ask you this?
sometimes the biggest risk of all is spending 30 years of your life, 40 years, just working a minimum wage job, listening to Dave. Okay. Um,
I
that's a lot of
understand.
time.
Can
That's a
I
big
ask
risk.
you
That's a
something?
big chunk of your life that's been withered away. You go on.
Do you think it was silly for me to use 87,000 of consumer credit to build my YouTube channel?
To begin with,
Yeah.
well, it's character building, isn't it? You can always say that. You could always.
Yeah, but to build the channel, I needed stuff. Do you understand?
Well, really, the channel needed you. Sorry.
I mean,
Sorry. What I mean is that the channel needed your personality. Did you really need the
yeah.
luxury goods, or did we really need you and your wacky
Well,
personality?
but you do need the luxury goods to back it up.
I suppose. Fair enough. Fair point.
It's I got to be honest with you there. I think Dave Ramsey is great for a lot of people, right? I think if you follow these rules to the T, I think life is like I'll be honest with you. I was talking to my dad yesterday. I went to visit my dad, okay?
How is he?
He's good. He's good. Actually, okay, let me tell you the story. I was actually did a few things yesterday, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I went to get my car fixed. Firstly, I had to get my car fixed, okay? The lights, one of the main headlights was not working. It was very expensive to fix because it's a Honda. It cost me $120 for 2 bulbs, okay? I don't think that's terrible, do you?
No. Again, I'm really not a
If
car guy. I wouldn't be the
if
person
it was
to
a
ask.
Mercedes Benz, I could have easily spent $500. You know, I mean,
Mhm.
you just. And whilst I was there, I happened to see the most beautiful secondhand Mercedes for sale.
Were you tempted?
Yeah, I'm in love with it. Okay, it's like.
Quick super chat.
Okay, very quickly, super chats. Let's get these super chats going, boys. Remember, upvote, 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 upvote. Sam Davidson, £2. What watch winder do you have? Any AC3? Any recommendation? Look, I got to tell you, I got 2 watch winders. Let me just show you. Let me show you. I'll do that now so you can see. If you have a look at my cabinet there we go. Got 2 watch winders. Okay, so you see that wooden one? That's an Orbiter. That's an American brand. Okay. And right next to that, see that green one? That's a Wolf winder. Now, the Orbiter has never actually worked. I think it's got a problem with the motor. I've had it for 10, 12 years. It's never actually worked properly. I'm going to send it to them. But the Wolf, I got to tell you, the Wolf winder, it's very clever because you can link a couple of Wolf winders together. It's got a piggyback system. It's reasonable too. Like, it's not ridiculous money. Yeah, it's quite handy. I think they're quite nice because what I normally do is if you've got a few watches in rotation, you've got an automatic, you want to keep the date right. It's very, I use it. The only thing I hate about them is the way they put the watch on. It kind of, I don't like it being rough on the bracelet. I don't really like to put. I'm just fussy. I'm really fussy. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm a very fussy person. Nothing
Couple
seems
super
to
chats.
be. Couple more super chats. Here we go, guys. Let's get some more super chats under the belt, baby. Let's get these babies under the belt. Saturn Grey Tesla 10 Canadian. Hey, Arch, I would like your current and general opinion on the White Dial Seamaster 300 as I recently placed an order for one. Is it a shitter? Honest opinion, please. My feelings won't get hurt. Look, Omega is not shit, for starters. The only problem I've got is, did you get a Viking discount? Because I think with Omega, they're moving into non-discount territory. And that's what really does worry me. No discounts. I want a
That
discount.
reminds me.
Look at that. That's beautiful. Sorry, go on. Go on.
Can we have a look at Luxuria?
Yes, we can. What do I think of this watch? I think it's bloody beautiful. I'll just take his super chat off. I think that's a beautiful watch. I like it. I really do like it. Is it worth the money? You know what? I'm starting to, at the moment, I kind of hate Tudor. I don't know why I hate Tudor. I would prefer Omega over Tudor, and I think this is a nice watch. So, I hope you got a discount because this is the thing on the pre-owned market. Do they bomb a bit? Give me your opinion there, Green Room, please.
I like the White Dial Seamaster a lot. I think it's really neat, but I just don't really love the Seamaster bracelets. Not a huge fan. It's a bit complicated. The bracelet, there's a bit too much going on in that bracelet, I feel.
Yeah, no. I understand. I don't hate the bracelet, but okay, yeah, it is a bit 90s, 1998. Yes. Yeah, I get you. I get you. I think it's a beautiful watch, personally. Because you can't get Rolex. You can't get Rolex. You know this? I can show you that Mercedes Benz I looked at too, if you like, later. Let's go to Luxurio. You were saying to me, let's
Well, there's
go
a
to the next super
Speedmaster
chat.
there.
Okay, very quickly. Mal Law, £1.80. Thoughts on Omega No Time to Die watch, tacky? Actually, you know what? Omega Seamaster, No Time to Die. I actually like it. No, I don't think it is tacky. JJ had this. I like the faux patina. I like the rivet brace. I actually fucking like it. Okay, I
My
want to
problem
hate
with
it.
it is,
Mm.
it's got that Bond movie association with it, which I do find a little bit tacky.
But it doesn't say 007 on the second hand. Remember they used to do that? Fuck, that was tacky.
Yeah, well, that was pretty. That was. It could be worse, I suppose.
Do you want to see? Okay, so let's go now to Luxuria. You want to go to Luxuria?
Yeah, let's just check it out.
Let's have a look. It's an Amiga, is it? Let's have a look. Visit the shop. Oh, which one? This new one.
The Seamaster for 6, the second one on the left.
That's a Speedmaster. Speed Seamaster. They're all speedy. Sorry, where?
Oh, I thought I said top second top row, second on that one. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
You think that's a good
so
price?
This 2006. So that wouldn't be the big box. I don't think that's the big box, is it?
I'm really not sure.
Box and papers. Look, that's like my one. Okay, that's basically like my one. It's the 1861 movement one. Okay. I think that's what you've got to pay.
I'm not complaining about the price. I think that's a good price. I think it's a really good price.
Yeah, I think it's probably priced right. I'd probably try and say, can we make it 6? I think at 6 it's good. It's better buying at 6. You're not interested in car talk, are you? Do you want to see the car I was looking at?
Oh, let's see the car.
Do you want to see it or not?
Does it aesthetically suit you? That's the question. I know nothing about the interiors of cars, really. So
no, I just want. Do you want to have a look at it or not?
Let's have a look.
So basically, one of the headlights wasn't working. I took it into the mechanic and I was talking to him. I said, "Oh, that's a nice CLK out the front." He goes, "Oh, dude, by the way, it's for sale. It's a low case, 56,000 kilometers. It's an estate, a deceased estate car. Someone died." And I got to be totally honest with you. I fucking love it. I love it. I love it. But you know what? I'm not stupid enough. It's a CLK 350. What do you think? Tell me what you think of this. Look, it's got the big wheels
you in that.
on.
I can see you in that right away.
Okay. Yeah,
that
but
suits
hang
you.
on. Hang on.
As I'm not a car person, I don't know about all the complicated. I hear nasty things about all the Mercedes. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of problems with it, but that I think aesthetically would really suit you.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's about $12,000. It needs new tires. I love the alloys on this. I'll show you a few pictures I got of it, okay? It's beautiful. It's a beautiful coupe. I love a coupe, E-Class coupe. Look at this. What do you think? It needs new tires, but it's black interior, black on black on black. CLK 350. The problem is that motor is notorious for a balance shaft cam failure. Okay, I'd have to check the serial number to see whether we're in or out of that phase. It looks superb. Look at that. That is a beautiful car.
I can just envision like all your Louis Vuitton watch box in the back seat with all the watches in it, and you're driving around.
Broken down by the side of the road. Broken down with a head gasket failure. Head gasket failure. Right? On the way to the Goldie.
He's in the middle of the desert. He's covered in sweat, but his paddock box is in the back.
Yeah.
No phone reception.
Anyhow, I rang Sovron. I spoke to Sovron, rang me. I said, Sovron, I'm thinking about buying this car. I don't have the money, of course, but I'm just saying to you, talk me out of it. Please talk me out of it. Please talk me out of it. Why do I get not sexually. Why do I get excited by this sort of car? I want one. Why does it look cool?
It aesthetically pleases you. And I think a lot of people would like to see you in a car that looks like that.
The plastic water pump?
As for the problems, I can't speak for it. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of them. But I think It's kind
I
of
love it.
it just suits you. I can't really explain why. I don't know how to
I,
look. I don't really know how to
I
talk
know.
about cars, but I just
But
like the way it looks for you.
look, it's 12 grand, right? It's a bit
Let's
high.
let's just swap it out for a Birkin bag. Can't we just do a little like swap?
You know, the thing is, I don't know what to say. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just showing you this. It looks cool. It looks cool. But it's going to be trouble. You know that European cars. You know what? Stay the fike away. Do you understand that? Stay the fike away. Okay?
I understand. I've heard nightmare stories from
Stay
not only
the
this
fike
room but
away.
elsewhere. So
Stay the fike away. Stay the fike away. Yeah. Yeah.
look, as for what I was saying earlier,
It's so fun. He says, not black in sunny Queensland. It's like a kiln in the sun. You betcha. You betcha it's like a kiln in the sun. Of course, Sov. What do you think this is, man? And Kevin Arizuz, $5. Arch, need your advice regarding a watch being offered by the AD. Could I come on and get your advice? You betcha, Kevin. Posting the link now. Let's get the link posted and let's get him on the show. Let's get it happening. Ask him. Let's jump on. Posting the link.
Arch, as for what I was saying earlier about the university, I just want to clarify. I shouldn't have said that.
By the way, if there's any attractive women out there who are looking for a very tall, self-employed businessman with his own home, please send.
His name is Paul Pluter. That's right.
Look, I think you would be a great catch.
Look, I just want to clarify what I said.
Yes.
Why do girls that go to university not appeal to me at all? I shouldn't have said that smart girls don't go to university, but I think there's a lot of, for lack of a better word, brainwashing that goes on in these places.
It's a feminist. It's a feminist cesspot.
So they
by the way,
MS. Just let me finish.
Yep.
I just have a lot of nice girls go to university, but they leave being completely something else. And not only do they leave being something else, they leave with an awful lot of debt too. An awful lot of debt.
MS Fan, Archie Luxury, check your PayPal. I want to say MS Fan has just sent me $50. MS Fan, you rock. MS Fan. By the way, MS Fan, I think I've still got that watch box. It's on the floor. Let me just show it to you. It's on it's that parcel down the bottom there. It's waiting to go out to you. That's the Wolf watch box. It's waiting for you. I would never. You paid for it. It's because he's in the Maldives. Soon as Maldives opened up for shipping, which won't be long, we'll get it out to you. I got to say to you, nothing lasts forever. You know, on the Love Boat, I watched the Love Boat Hong Kong edition. The ship has been sold. It's been cut up. Okay. They flew in on a Pan Am 747. Guess what? You know what would have happened to that Pan Am 747, don't you?
What?
It would have been scrapped, wouldn't it? Pan Am went broke
Pan Am
in
Airlines,
1990s.
yes, of course.
Okay, and the Pan Ams, most of those 747s were first generation. They were really old and cruddy. You know what? Can't live in the past, sunshine. You have rose-colored glasses. There was a lot of bad shit that happened in the 70s. You look at these royal commissions. There's a lot of bad shit happening on all the time. So I've posted the link there. I want to ask him what sort of watch was he looking at. Let's get the AD opinion. And Diego, if you want to come on quickly, you can come on quickly, and I'll talk to you for a minute before. It's only women who study liberal arts. But
yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. But it just seems like so many not only men but women are going to study this very left wing stuff, or very weird stuff. So I shouldn't have.
Let me ask you this. Maybe you're happy just being single. Maybe it's not about. I don't want to force you into a relationship if you don't want that.
I'd love to find a smart entrepreneurial woman. That really appeals to me. I'd love to find a woman much smarter than me. Believe me.
You know what you need?
A second Rolex.
No. How about that black Mercedes? You know what? You know what? I'm no kidding you. That sort of shit. That's. I got a friend. I'll tell you a story in a minute. Stephen Monash, $5. Remember number 96 and the box arch. Could be a good intro. Number 96. I was in love with Abigail. I was so in love. And that's also the reason number 96, I don't know if you know this, but there was a Mercedes-Benz W113 parked out the front of that apartment block. That's also why I loved Mercedes-Benz. W113. That's like a late 60s, early 70s Mercedes-Benz. Number 96. Oh, my God. Abigail, my God. I was so in love with her. Abigail, I love you. You don't know who I'm talking about, do you?
No, I have no clue who these 1960s, 70s,
1970s
B grade celebrities are. I have no clue.
B grade. I don't know if I'd say B grade. I think that's a bit nasty, to be completely frank with you. You've got to be a bit nicer
I'm sorry,
than that. But look, I got to tell you honestly, there's a lot of I'll bring it up. She was an Australian actress. I'll see if I can find a picture. Who we got here? Let's have a look who we've. Holy shit. Here we go. We got Kevin A. Hello, Kevin. What's going on? Talk to me very quickly. Frozen Yukoner, $2. Go for the Benz AC3. Just start small repair fund. And we've got SR Bell 67, $2. AC, would you pick up money in front of Mark Goldberg? I will pick up money in front of anyone. Let me tell you that. How can I help you, Kev? What's the dilemma you've got? Please do tell. Hello, LA Meth Witch. We missed you.
All right, Arch. Thank you so much for having me.
No worries.
Got a call from the AD today.
Yeah. What purchase history do you have?
With this specific AD, I have no purchase history. So this is the first time I'll be purchasing anything. We have registered interest with this AD a few times, and they put us kind of on that quote-unquote wait list.
Okay, but what do they got for you? What do they got for you? Tell me.
Well, they're offering me right now a Rolex Oyster Flex Daytona, the 116518 LN.
Okay. The Oyster, how much? That's quite expensive. Can you afford that?
Well, that's the thing right now. So we actually just purchased a new house earlier this year.
This Oyster Flex. Let me just very quickly there. I just want to just hang on 1 minute there. Hang on 1 minute there. It's just got to do one thing quickly.
Okay.
I just want to. Oh, you got noisy pets.
Sorry.
Okay, I just want to show something to the audience very quickly because they love to see some things. I just want to show something quickly. When I was talking about Abigail, this is what she looked like. Okay. And very quickly, this was the front of number 96. That's the Mercedes-Benz out the front. There you go. Yeah, Abigail, absolutely gorgeous. Now, let's call up this Rolex. This is a Rolex. Let's get this one up here. Rolex 1165. What was it? 1165.
18 LN.
Let's get this baby up on the screen. Okay, so this is the yellow gold one.
Correct. With the black dial and the gold subdials to it.
Okay, so are these going above retail? What's the go? Tell me what work have you done there on this? How much is it going to cost you?
It's going to cost me 28 plus tax US dollars is what we're
So
talking
let's go and
about.
have a look at what's it going at David SW for.
I'm not certain what it's going for on David SW. I think on Chrono it's trading around 40 to 45.
Okay, so why don't you buy it then and sell it?
Well, that was my question to you. So right now, funds are a little bit short due to everything going on. We just had a new kid 3 weeks ago, so we're really excited about that.
Can you pay for it, Bart? How could you pay for it then? You've got credit card you could stretch to just pay for it?
I could do that. Alternatively, what I wanted to ask you is whether or not you think it's worth trading off some of the watches that I currently have right now in exchange for this and just picking this up.
No, you know what I would do? Why don't you ring David SW and say, hey, I've got this available. Ring him first. Say, look, do you want it? It's unworn. I haven't worn it. And see if you can do a deal with him. Why don't you do that?
I'm thinking about doing that.
Yeah, if you can make a couple $1,000, that's perfectly okay. Ron the Shrink, $2. Kevin should forget Rolex and find T-shirt that fits. Yes. Look, I got to be honest with you. How many other watches have you got? How wealthy are you? What do you do for a living?
So project management, not crazy wealthy, but we live comfortably. But like I said, we just
had a car do you drive?
Volvo SUV.
Okay, I can see why you don't have any money. Look out on your fucking driveway, Dave Ramsey. You like that quote from Dave Ramsey? You Americans, you want to know why you're broke? Look out the fucking driveway.
Exactly.
Volvo SUV, they're expensive. Leased or paid cash?
It's leased. It's leased, and lease is actually
lease.
Yeah. So it's a 22. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's just clarify this. How much have you got a fully stocked emergency fund?
I do not have a fully stocked emergency fund right now. That's the caveat. So no fully stocked emergency fund. So the option.
How much have you got on your credit card? How much could you? What's the max credit
I could
available?
put it on the credit card. I could put it on
Sorry?
the credit card. I could put it on.
Well, fucking do it then. What's the problem?
Super chat.
What's the problem?
No problem. No problem. I just wanted to
What
get
are
your.
you dicking around for? Go down and pick it up immediately. What are you doing?
I think I might do that then.
Plantastic, 1872, €5. Need to crowdfund for Green Room Arch. He's earned it. What's your thoughts? He's worth more than the traders. You betcha. I tell you what, we're going to crowdfund to get a premium gold membership on eHarmony for him. That's what I want, a premium gold membership.
You got to stay away from those dating sites. They're not good. And there's another super chat.
eHarmony is very good. You know this?
I'm not interested in 50-year-old Asian women, okay? Nothing against them.
Ron the Shrink, $5. Green Room, practice reciting the following. It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again. Jesus. Now, let me say this to you. I don't understand this. Hey, Doc, how are you?
I'm good, guy.
Look, you got to get me out of this mess, Doc.
Now, I want to say this to Kevin. Kevin, what the fuck is the problem? It's going way above. Why don't you just buy it and flip it?
Well, I wanted to buy it.
What other watches have you got? What other watches have you got? Tell me what else you got.
So I got the new 41 sub date.
Yep, I got that. Beautiful watch. What else?
Nothing wrong with that.
Yep. Alternatively, we have the Rolex root beer.
Ooh,
Yep.
Ooh.
And what else?
very nice. Very nice.
And then lastly, I have the Rolex Pepsi.
Okay, well, look, anything else you got, or that's it?
Just that right now.
What was the wife got?
Well, the wife just picked up. I actually super chatted you yesterday to tell you we went to the. That's the other thing. So actually, we went to the AD yesterday, and we picked the.
Oh, the Tiffany. That's right. The 36 mil. I remember that now.
Yeah.
That's
So
fucking
we picked that
beautiful.
up last night. Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? Why don't you go back there and get that get the Daytona quick.
Super chat.
What I would do is this. Let me tell you what I would do very quickly there. Run the Shrink, $2. Doc deserves credit for best collection of all our guests. You betcha. let me say this to you, Kevin. Jokes aside,
Not
you've
sure
got-
that's true, but thank you, Ron.
by the way, Kevin, how much in credit card debt do you currently owe at the moment?
Under 10,000 right now.
Okay, no problems. Okay, well, look, my advice to you is simple. Get that watch. I wouldn't necessarily wear the shit out of it because it is gold, it is precious metal, but just get it and then decide which piece you're going to keep or sell. So, you know what? Realistically, only you can make that decision because those things like the Pepsi, the Sub, and the root beer, they're all premium pieces. They're not fucking garbage. They're beautiful, premium fucking pieces. You know what? You could easily sell 2 of those to sort of get this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, and that's what I was contemplating, whether or not it was worth flipping like the Sub and maybe the root beer or some combination of watches to pay for that.
Look,
By,
I think.
by the way, what you were saying, actually, his wife may help him making the decision, depending upon the nature of his wife.
She's
Yeah, look, I would say, but there's money in it. There's thousands in it. Why do you even need to think about it? Just do it. If you can sell it for more, wouldn't you just do it anyhow?
I was thinking about that. The only other thing is I was wondering if I would get that watch and probably just become a little bit more enamored with that watch as opposed to these other ones that I have over here.
You've got to be responsible. If you can afford to keep everything, you can keep everything. But
yeah.
You know, the problem is, Kevin, look out on your driveway. That's why you can't fucking have everything because you spent too much on cars. Would you rather drive a Beta or have the Volvo and have the watch? What and not have the watch? You can't have everything, man.
Sure.
You can't
Although
have
some people
everything.
have everything, not us, but some people.
Look, I think the watch is beautiful. You know what? It's money in the bank. Either way, you didn't get the other stuff at retail. You paid premiums for it, did you?
No, I actually got all the other stuff at retail as well, different ADs, but kind of throughout my watch journey, just found them along the way.
Okay, no worries. So what I would say is, seriously, personally, if it was me, I kind of like what you got. I kind of think unless you really, really do like this Daytona, I'd just flip it for the profit. Okay. But if it was me, look, you've got to really decide. I mean, you got 3 Rolex then. Is that right? 3?
That's correct. Yeah. 3.
Is there any other garbage you've got we could sell as well?
No, it currently is just that.
How much do you love gold?
You know what, Doc? That's a good question. I never thought about gold until I actually saw some of those pieces in person.
Here we go. Frozen Yukoner, $2 Canadian, $2 towards the Gold eHarmony Fund. What I'd like to do is for my good friend Green Room, I'll take care of. I'm going to become your manager on eHarmony.
I totally agree with him not being on eHarmony, by the way.
So I will set up the profile. I'll do the leads. I'll get the leads in, right? And what I'll do is I'll make sure they're what you want. I'll screen your calls. I'll screen the calls, right? I'll screen. By the way, Doc, I just had an epiphany the other day too. By the way, Doc, what did you think of the Mercedes-Benz I looked at?
I think I'd rather have a watch. I'd rather have a watch.
William Lacrone Pollack, £1.80. What Vacheron should I get? Daytona is impossible. You know what, William? You haven't given me budget. You haven't told me what you want, what sort of purpose it serves. That's like saying, what car do I get? Do you have 10 kids? Do you need a minivan? Do you need an SUV? Do you need a sports car? Do you need a battery car? What do you need? You need to give me more info. Kevin, I got to tell you seriously what I'm feeling here. I kind of like your steel collection. I think they're actually quite beautiful.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to cash out and get the gold Daytona. What an amazing piece. I would say to you, you've got to make choices there. Definitely buy the Daytona because there's money in it, right?
Yeah.
That's a gift opportunity. So I would do that. Always ring David SW and say, hey, I've got one of these, just about to pick it up. No stickers, because they'll take the stickers off. And just say to David SW, what would you give me? He will tell you honestly. Ring David SW and ask him. He will tell you honestly what he'll pay for it. The other thing is you say, look, David, I'm thinking, just be honest. He's actually a really cool guy. You could say, David, I've got 3 watches. I'm thinking maybe I might keep the Daytona. What? Just ask him his opinion. And he'll tell you which one he thinks he would sell. Personally, you know what? I tell you, let me get the super chat and I'll tell you my opinion. We did that one. Oh, Malik Diamond, $10. On what day do you let them know you have a foot fetish, Arch? When do you introduce the sex grenades? What stage in the relationship? Okay, so for starters, right? I believe in immersion therapy. Okay, so I've followed a lot of psychopaths in my time, and I've read many books on psychology. People like to mirror us. It's called mirroring. If they're into this, I'm into that. If they're into that, I'm into that. Whatever they're into, I'm into. It's called mirroring. That's the easiest way to have a bond with a person you really can't stand and you just want to fuck.
It's also called love bomb.
Okay, so mirroring's a very good way. So I would say, do you like your foot touched? To be completely honest with you, I wasn't really into the foot thing until I had a lady friend who was really into it. I never really, I'm neutral about it. All I care about is I got a quota system. We got a certain KPIs that we need to achieve. We'll do whatever it takes to get those. So to be sex grenades, you want to be, it depends on the type of person. Like I've even given sexy lingerie and then they thought it was too risque. They thought I was a swinger. So you got to be careful how you bring out the toys. William Lacrone Pallock, £1.80. I have a Patek Will time and want an everyday watch. Oh, if that's the case, William, you know what you need to get? Forget the fucking overseas. Don't get a Vacheron. Overseas, I'd get a Steel Sports Rolex as an everyday watch. Submariner. Get a Steel Sports Rolex. Waterproof. That's what I would get. No doubt. I don't know why you're looking at VC. VCs. I hate VC. I don't think they're very... I just anti-VC at the moment. I'm anti-VC and I'm anti-Tudor. There you go. Anti-VC, anti-Tudor. Kevin, what I would do, just very quickly, thinking about what you've got there, I would say to myself, you know what? How much do you reckon you can get for the root beer?
Probably do around 20 for the root beer is what I'm thinking. I think the only thing for the root beer...
Why don't you sell the root beer and then put the Daytona in?
That's
that
what
cool?
Yeah, it would be cool. The only thing with that one is I picked the root beer up during my what's it called? During my honeymoon over in France.
Who gives a fuck? Kevin, let's be honest there, Kevin. In 7 years' time, Kevin, in 7 years' time, you'll probably be divorced.
Yeah.
Okay?
Why would you hear that? Yeah.
I'm just telling you the statistics. If we look at statistics, Doc, did you agree with me? In 7 years' time, he's probably going to be divorced. No? And does a watch really make
Especially if you sell the root beer.
I don't understand this. Does a watch really bring you memories? Like you think the watch empowers you? Did you see that video I had Marcelo on, the Parrot Man? The watch does not make the man.
It depends on if you brought up... But it depends on if he brought up the reason he was buying the watch was because of his honeymoon or whatever.
His baby. That's his baby. Look at this. What a cute boy or girl.
It's a boy. It's a little under 4 weeks right now.
First baby?
It is, yeah.
Wow, man. That's so fantastic. Man, I tell you honestly, I would probably sell the root beer. You can't keep everything. You know what I mean? That's a gift to get the Daytona. There's thousands in it. I think you've already got a GMT in the Pepsi. Sub, Pepsi, and Daytona. So it's only going to cost you, what, another 8 or so thousand. That's okay. You can finance that. That's not the end of the world. I'd do that, man.
Okay.
So there we go. Problem solved. We've answered what he should do. The next super chat we've
What
got
did Kevin
here,
say he does for a living?
He's project management.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
project management.
Bullshit lower middle class crap, you know,
Yeah.
Doc. Nothing, no substance. He'll be fired. He'll be fired in about 7 years' time as well, when they realize they can get someone younger who works cheaper.
I guess my thinking is he's not really necessarily hurting for money, though, right?
Yeah, no, we're good.
But have a look in the driveway. You can see where these guys spend their money. It's all in the driveway. The jet ski, the speedboat, the Volvo SUV.
I'd sell the car crap. That's what I'd do.
Here we go. Mr. Tudor to you, $10. This guy really getting at 2 ADs. I can't find one. Mrs. Tudor is waiting for your watch recommendation before you're blacked out. Oh, shit. Okay, sorry, Mr. Tudor to you. What I was going to say, let me just bring this up. Sorry, I didn't know whether you saw it or not. This is what I would buy. We're going to go straight to the source. David SW, okay? David SW, let me pull this up now. This is a bargain. And I tell you, I'm telling you honestly, this is a bargain. We're going to the Patek section of David SW. Have a look at this. I would buy this in a heartbeat. Okay, we're going to go Patek. This is a white gold Patek 24. It's white gold. Most of these are steel. This is a white gold one. Okay. I would grab this. It's on a leather strap. Okay. It's white gold. It's got the Patek, beautiful black leather strap. It's super classy. Patek clasp. Look at that. Beautiful. The buckle. Get this. 13,000. That is a bargain. It's white gold. These would have been about 25,000 retail replacement now. I reckon that would have to be the most beautiful ladies' watch known to man. If I had the money, I'd buy it tomorrow. Okay, there you go. Instead of that stupid Mercedes I was looking at, I'd rather buy this. By the way, Doc, I had an epiphany the other day. Hello,
yes,
Doc.
Sir.
I'm in love.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm in love with a car at the moment.
The Mercedes.
You know, the M3.
I know.
No, the M3 E46. I reckon they're the most beautiful M3 ever made. Before they went stupid. I think that's the most beautiful BMW shape. I think the E30 is classic. The E36, nah, it's a little bit dated. Very, very, very. It's a product of its time. The E36 was fat. The E46 is like kind of it's like the Submariner. It's like when you combine a E30 and an E36 to have the most perfect car. It's absolutely beautiful. The styling is gorgeous. My favorite BMW 7 Series is the E38. You remember the E38?
Yeah, it's nice, big.
That's before the Chris Bangle garbage that came out. Okay? So I've got to be honest with you. I think the M3 E46, that's my pick of M3s.
I'll tell you that I think it's the least, you'll have the least hassles of a BMW with the M3 E46. A lot of the bugs were worked out.
Yeah, and it was before they went really. There's still a lot of plastic crap in it, of course. There's a lot of plastic crap in them still, but it's about as good as it gets. Here we go. Here we go. We've got. So there we go. Mr. Tudor to you, $10. This guy getting retail. I know it makes me sick. I can't find one. Okay, so we made the recommendation. I hope. Look, it's 13,000 US, which is a lot of money, but that's a lot of bang because it's a solid gold. It's white gold. All of them were steel. And the thing is, just get it, please. Kevin Arez, $10. Have to feed the baby out, so need to jump off. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, I reckon if I was Kevin, I would get the Daytona, sell the root beer to David SW, and see how he goes. If he's, look, he's a winner. The guy's a winner. You can just see it in him. Okay, he's not going to have problems. But please, Kevin, no more fancy wancy cars. Slow down a bit on the stupid expenditure. Okay,
Anyways,
America, look in the fucking driveway. That's why you have no money. You know, the other reason I really want to keep, I'll be honest with you, Doc. That
Yes, sir.
Mercedes, I love that Mercedes I saw yesterday. It looks so cool. It's like 2.5 Men. He had a similar Mercedes. I don't know if you remember 2.5 Men with Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
But you know what? Plastic garbage. It's 13-year-old plastic garbage. You tell me how that sort of shit goes.
Super chat.
Yankee Doodle, $2. E-Class Merc or 5 Series BMW. You know what, Yankee? Let me tell you this. They're both garbage. Okay? Get the Lexus. Get the Lexus. Always get the Lexus. Okay? Please. Always get the Lexus. The E-Class, let me tell you this. The problem is the E-Class is, the best E-Class is I reckon the best engine was the E320, the straight six. And Mercedes-Benz has dumped the V6. They've gone back to straight sixes. I got to be totally honest with you. That car was when Mercedes was in bed with Chrysler. That was a wicked relationship. Wicked. Chrysler, fight me dead. I don't know what they were thinking. And the 5 Series, the problem is they don't have any 5 Series that are naturally aspirated 6 cylinders. They're all turbo 4s, turbo 4s, turbo 4s, or turbo diesel. So in the diesel, you've got a fucking N52. Oh no, that's the petrol. That's garbage. The diesel motor, it's got the timing chain is at the other end of the motor. It's a motor out to change the fucking timing chain. I hate them. I hate them all. I hate them all. You know this? I hate them. I absolutely... The only thing more dastardly than an E-Class or a 5 Series is a BMW Mini. Remember that. That is evil. GB, $2. Arch, get a Prado or Fortuner. I tell you what, the Fortuner, I had a lady friend who had one, had 190,000 Ks. She got it brand new. That car was amazing. 4-cylinder diesel, reliable, beautiful. I thought it was beautiful. It really was beautiful. Kuipermite Frog, $2. Love optimism on marriage and middle class, big boy. Yes. Yes. Middle class. I can help you, Green Room. We'll get a gold membership on eHarmony, and I'll do the...
Look,
I will screen your calls, okay?
I'm starting to seriously think that the Archie Luxury that I'm speaking to is an imposter. Because the real Archie Luxury would have demanded that I move to Japan, as there's nothing for me in Australia. Okay, something's not right with this Archie guy. This isn't the real him. It's not the real him.
You don't understand. It's there's a lot going on for you. You're still very playable and workable.
I disagree.
Green Room's got a lot of talent. He's good looking. He's tall.
Oh, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that. I disagree with the availability of women that can appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, he's got some horrible interior color schemes. Green.
Archie,
Why?
just you wait until I reveal the color of my carpet. Okay, you're gonna flip.
Da-da! Okay, dokie. Here
flip.
we go. Riz, $5. Bring back Tim Fund. Thank you, Riz. That's really great. Appreciated.
Hang on.
Doc, can I ask you something?
Yes, the ladies who are in college are far more likely to be swung extreme left, super pro abortion, all that stuff. Very woke.
Doc's articulated it much better than I did. That's just leave it at that.
And if you're looking at establishing a family, right? which is what most
Here we
guys
go.
actually kind of want to do if
Sick-
they're thinking about.
Sick Wizard, $2 for the sloppy shit sandwich, extra corn. And fantastic 1872, 50
Okay.
euro, 50 pounds. Get the bear on more, Arch. I love the bear. He's invited anytime he wants. He's just busy. He is busy at times.
Yeah,
Thank you
he has
so,
only.
so much.
He's busy.
Doc, M3. What do you reckon this guy? I reckon he needs. What sort of car have you got there,
Am I still
Green
there?
Room? You got an old Hilux, haven't you? An XPMG Hilux.
How am I holding up?
Archie,
Yeah, we can hear you.
a couple of weeks ago, you guys were saying that you should never trust a man
Okay.
that doesn't have a car.
Yes.
I'm here to tell you that you should never, under any circumstance, trust me, as I don't have
Okay.
a car. I don't even have a license at 25. Okay,
You don't have. How do you get around, bud?
I live in a.
The license
wanna-
part does have me worried.
Yeah, it's a little bit concerning because
You need to get lessons. You know this.
I was having lessons, but a family member was kind of suddenly unable to give me lessons, and I just kind of left it. So I'm about halfway done on the hours and the.
You know what?
book.
You
I
should
can drive. I know how to drive. I like driving. I just if it was an emergency or something, I could drive if I had to. But
Yeah.
And then you'd be arrested.
I think I've been. Yeah, that's right. But you know, if it was like a crazy extreme, I had to take someone to the hospital under some crazy circumstance, I could do it if I had to. But as I said, I think you guys have scared me from cars after all these parts and the whinging and the complaining. I'm terrified about all these parts that are breaking and these.
The only thing I've had to do with my E46, I had to do the brakes, which is something you have to do.
You've already spoken
eventually.
about the headlining.
Well, that was because I took it to a bad mechanic. I took it to an amateur mechanic who didn't pop the valve cover on properly, and it allowed burned oil to get into the interior, and that caused the lining to sink off of it. It basically took out the adhesive that keeps the lining in place.
That adhesive is flawed. Okay, it does fail anyhow. Okay, I
Maybe,
wouldn't really,
but
I find it very hard to believe you've got this stuff coming into the car. If there was so much noxious gas and fumes, you would be dead, Doc. Okay. Okay.
Oh no! I knew it was happening, but by the time I drove it to the mechanic,
I'm Captain Sturbing on the Love Boat. I already know who you are, Doc. You're the bartender.
I thought I was going to be Doc.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I should be the bartender, though. I've probably got more action.
That bartender was so cool. The Doc was actually from Get Smart. You know that, don't you?
Oh, that's right. That's before he started wearing the toupee. No. You're right. No. I was about to tell you. That's before he started wearing the toupee. When he was on Get Smart, he was bald. And then when he was on Love Boat, suddenly he had hair. Yes. Remember that?
Yes.
Super chat. And 2 super chats, sorry.
Here we go. Frozen Yukoner, $2 towards BMW Z3 Chan would suit him well. I love the Z. I love the Zs, the BMW Zs. The Z8 is my dream beamer. I used to love the 840i. You know, the 840. I wanted one of those so badly in the day. Stephen Monash, $5.
Well, first of all, Z8 is big money.
Yes. Maybe Thai friendly is better for Green Room, Archie. Prep for Bangkok tour with Sucker Horn. Yes.
No, look, I don't think I share this.
I agree with Green Guy.
Have you ever been overseas, Green Room?
No.
Okay. I think you've got no input.
How can you say?
We're going to take him. We're going to take him overseas.
Have you been to Sydney recently? No. Have you been to inner city lately?
Yeah, I've been to Sydney. What about it?
Well, I would.
It's like a foreign country, right?
Yeah. Now,
Yes.
Wizard, you can't get too nasty with these things here, Wizard. Yeah, Wizard. Come on, Wizard. That's sick, Wizard. That's a bit. Look, I want to say this to you, Doc. I think you yourself, right? The Love Boat.
Yes,
Did you
sir.
like Love Boat or not?
I liked some of the guests.
Yes.
Like
But did you realize
I thought
Captain
thought
Schmilling, he's
Mhm,
dead.
sorry.
He died this year. Did you know that?
Yeah. And
I just want to,
Julie,
Yes.
she's gained about 75 pounds.
Oh, you're joking. Julie gained 75 pounds?
I think so. Pretty sure.
You know, Erin Moran was a guest often. That's the girl from Happy Days.
She passed away. That's very sad.
Yeah, in bad circumstances.
I liked
just wanna
Barbie
answer-
Benton. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go
I just
ahead,
want to
Green.
answer a question some people are asking me in the chat. The question is, how can
Yeah.
I run a landscaping business without a car? Which is a good question.
Yeah.
The reason I started the landscaping business is the building I live in, the strata building, the unit complex that I live in. I pitched myself as, I'd look after the building, right? So I actually work at home from a certain point of view. And then after a while, the strata company saw that I was doing a good job and offered me a contract in the, looking after a different area, a different building in the suburb right next to me, which I just catch the train to. So I work 2 contracts, and I don't need a car at all. So
Also, a license isn't required to drive a lawnmower. So
that's
there's
all
that.
right. Not yet.
So how do you take tools between the two then?
I just bring it with me. All the stuff I need, I just bring it with me.
What do you need?
Not much. Super chat.
Yankee Doodle, $5. I'm out of town on business. I rented a 2021 BMW 330i. I floored it and it did wheelies for fun. I ripped that thing. Never buy a retired rental car. The 330, that's a nice car, nice ride. That's got this 4-cylinder turbo. See, that's
I
what
don't know if I
pisses me
like
off,
the
Doc.
newest ones. It's the thing. Yeah. I like my
Why-
straight 6. Natural aspiration.
Oh, my dad had the last, I think the last, what was the last straight 6s in the 3 Series? That was the E90, wasn't it?
Archie, our buddy Diego is really
No.
pushing to get on the stream.
No?
Was Diego the guy that's a little hostile?
Yeah, very hostile. I'll post the link.
He keeps
We'll
on
get
asking
him
me
on.
to jump on.
Is he being hostile
go.
about it? That's the question.
He's just
Please
sort
don't
of
scream at me.
annoying. I got to tell you, here we go. Oh, that's Doc. That's Doc. The BMW 330. The problem is these things are not made to last. Plastic. I don't particularly. I think all of these. I no longer look at a car. I used to look at a good car and say I want to keep it for a long time, look after it. I don't think you can do that anymore, Doc. Does that make sense?
It's difficult with the newest. Yeah.
What's up?
Hi.
What's up?
Nothing. What's up with you?
RD, £5. How does Green Room carry his lawnmower? It's an electric lawnmower, so it folds up
I got a lift
completely.
from a family member, gave me a lift with the lawnmower inside the car.
Do you? Why don't you have 2 lawnmowers at both premises? One for the new place. You got a little area you can lock it up in that, don't you?
I don't have. I mean, the second location.
Yeah.
It doesn't doesn't really need a
Lawn.
lawnmower. It's more of a.
Okay.
I kind of just look after the building.
The riding lawnmower, weren't you able to do that on the sidewalk? The riding lawnmower?
Yeah.
No, I don't have a giant one like that.
Are you able to make money out of this? Like, are you earning 30 grand a year doing this, or you make a bit more?
Well, I just started the business last year.
See,
I went from working 1 contract. They quickly saw that I was,
yeah.
legitimate. Did what I said I would. And the strata company that I pay my strata rates to.
They
Because
said, "Hey, we like your job."
I pitched myself to the strata as a member of the strata, as I own the unit.
Yeah.
I convinced my neighbours to vote 50
for
hire
you.
me as, yep. And then
So
they saw that I was doing.
how much do you earn approximately? Is that rude to ask? Is that
No, not much. No, it's not. But just keep in mind, I mean, I just started this as a small
Yeah.
business in the middle of COVID.
Yeah.
I put it like this: I used
Yeah.
to do nursing. I
Yeah.
used to work a lot. I used to work a hell of a lot, and I'm probably earning about the same money as I did when I was nursing, but I'm working significantly less.
Okay, we just
I
got
don't.
another guy on here. Hey, Rancher. He's gone. I was just gonna tell him that
Was that the
you know,
real rancher?
no, of course it's not. Of course
I
it's
see.
not. So you're making 50,000 a year? Can we say that? 50?
No, I wouldn't say that.
40?
I wasn't earning quite enough to get the. I will say I wasn't earning enough to get that sweet ScoMo money, the $1,000 a week. I was just under that, and I couldn't.
Yeah, no, that's okay. You don't want that anyhow. It's a lot of paperwork and crap. You
Yeah,
don't
that's
want
right.
that shit.
A lot of nonsense.
Look, I got to be honest with you. I think seriously, if I were you in this business, I would get my license. I would actually pay lessons.
Yep.
Fuck family.
I want to. Yep.
Okay. And what
I
I would
want
do
to.
is I would buy. I'd use some. I would buy a little ute. Get some tools, 100% write-off. Do you understand this? Like these tools, you buy a fucking Honda lawnmower for $3,000, it's 100% write-off. Okay? Because I just bought a Louis Vuitton box, and that's 100% write-off as well. No depreciation because of the ScoMo rules, right? It's a total tax deduction. Did you know
What
this?
was I going to say? I'm not one
And
of
then-
these like lefties or whatever that's against getting a car for environmental
No.
reasons. I just haven't
No.
happened to have done it. I want to get excuse me. I want to get a license.
Good on you. I got to tell you, man.
Skills. I just
good
I've
on
been very
you.
lazy. I can't deny it. I've been very lazy, and I really should have done it a long time ago.
That's okay. You're coming good. Don't be too hard. Timepiece fund $2. No CC, no DL. Green room is either an alien or Mowgli. I don't quite get that one.
Well, he said he doesn't have a girlfriend. He doesn't say he doesn't deal with girls. There's a difference.
Right.
Septic
There's a
tank,
difference.
$5. I have 15,000 Canadian to spend. Suggestions? No date sub. No date sub.
It's kind
No
of a
date
wide
sub.
open.
No date sub. Milgauss, Air King. You haven't told me what you've got. You haven't told me what your aspirations are. So, yeah. Diego, what are you up to today?
Watching Thursday night football right now.
Who's playing?
Yeah. So tell me this,
Bengals and
Diego,
the
I
Jags.
didn't really think your party trick was that funny. That was a very interesting party trick.
Oh,
Are we going to get another party trick from
it's
you,
kind of
Diego?
funny.
No, you didn't. I thought you liked it.
Yeah, I did actually. It was quite good. So, did you go and
Nah.
deliver those that you baked those goods for the lady at the Rolex AD? Did you give her the biscuits or the pancakes or whatever what's he gone? Well, that was Doc who fell off.
That's Doc.
Did you give her the biscuits or the cake you were making for her?
No, not yet.
Why?
Not yet. I haven't been up that way. It's about an hour from where I am, so I just haven't been
I
up
gotta
that
love
way yet.
this guy. You know what? It's always got to be convenient to him. See, the world revolves around him. That's this new breed of Rolex buyer. You know, it's a bit like Rolex. He read the book. He bought a Rolex book. He didn't like it, so he sent it back. Amazon guarantee. I mean, what the fuck is this? Super chat. Let's have a look here. Who is the super chat? We've got Omar, $2. Diego, Bigger Way, Mal, Gigolo.
Bigelow.
Bigelow. Yeah, there we go.
Bigelow.
I got to tell you, Green Room, why don't you expand the business a bit more? What do you want in your life? What do you want? What do you want?
I want to avoid making as many bad decisions as possible. I'm kind of at a bit of a crossroads. Do I continue the landscaping and kind of property maintenance business, or do I start something else completely new?
Do you like the landscaping business or what?
It's a hell of a lot better than nursing.
Okay, I understand the AAN sucks.
it's
Okay,
it's
when
yeah.
you say
I mean,
nursing, you weren't an RN. Okay,
no, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
it's
No,
like
that's
people
correct.
say, I'm a banker. Well, are they merchant bankers? No, they were just customer taking deposits. That's not really a banker. You know what I mean? When you say you were a nurse,
I looked after I was looking after 20
let me
people
put it
at
this
once.
way,
Archie. It
okay?
was pretty
You
heavy.
remember MASH? You remember MASH?
Yes, the
You remember Lieutenant
most
Houlihan? She
was it
was an
still the
RN.
most?
Lieutenant
Yes.
Houlihan was an RN, right? She was a
Mhm.
lieutenant. You remember that?
Now, MASH, the season finale of MASH was the most watched television thing in history, wasn't it? Or was
Yeah,
that
and
like an NFL final?
no, it was, and also it lasted longer than the Korean War. I
Mm.
loved Alan Alda. You know that? Doc reminds me of Alan Alda.
Yeah.
You know, Alan Hawkeye.
I think, yeah, played by, was the actor's name Bob? The guy
No,
who
no,
played him?
no,
No,
Alan Alda. Alan
I'm thinking of
Alda.
someone
Alan
else.
Alda. Alan Alda.
Mm.
And I remember he was
Yeah,
also in this.
someone's recommending that my new profession, that I become a live stream YouTuber. What do you think, Archie?
Seriously, I think if you're doing okay in the landscaping, why don't you stay where you are? Why do something new when you're already having some success where you are?
Well, I am having some success, but maybe I'd like to do something different. Maybe I'd like to, but I'm not
I
sure
think you,
what.
I think you got to.
I mean, I'm
First
very
thing,
comfortable. I mean, I'm able to save. I cover all my expenses through this very easy job. I can save quite a bit, or what I consider a bit.
okay. Well, the thing is this: if you're only making 40,000 a year, but
Well, it's less than that.
How long have
well,
you been
see,
doing it though?
only started this year. But
Last year.
how much gross billings do you have? So I'm not talking net. There's a difference between net and gross. How much gross
Yeah.
billings do you have?
Well, the expenses are quite low. I've probably got about. I've calculated my taxes, but I haven't sent it in. I think I've done about. I think my expenses were about $2,600.
Okay, that's nothing. What
Hmm.
about your mobile phone? Don't you include that?
Yes. Oh, sorry. No, I didn't. No, I didn't include my mobile.
Okay, because you
I
should
don't really need.
include your phone.
I don't really need to use my phone as for the job. I mean,
I'd
from a certain
claim-
point of view, I'm sure
look.
you could argue that I could. Oh,
Look, a sweet dog there. Look, if I were you, seriously, I think you're going to have to. Maybe your prices are too low, or you think the prices are fair. How much an hour are you?
I'm going to renegotiate the second contract. I'm going to ask for more on the one that's really close to me in the town next to me.
Yeah. How much do you charge an hour for your services?
I don't charge hourly. I just pay a fixed weekly. I charge just to look after the building per week.
How much do you charge per week?
The building that I live in now,
Yeah.
$360 a week.
Yeah. How many days a week does it take of your time?
Not much at all. We're talking about I don't want to admit this because I hope no one's watching, but really,
No. Just hang on there.
Yep.
Yeah, but you're there. You're on call. You don't understand. I think you're undervaluing your services. Okay. Fantastic. 1872, £10 to boot. Diego, he's a chancer. Daddy's boy. Okay. Let's boot him.
Dog,
He's gone.
I don't want to boot the dog.
Yeah, he's gone. He's giving me the shits too. He's giving
realistically,
me the shits. Seriously, let me explain it to you, okay? Because I don't think
let me say before. Realistically,
Yeah.
I would say we're talking one. We've got to be quiet. No one's watching.
Yeah.
I'd say about $360 a week. I'd say I'm spending about 1 to 2 hours a week doing the job, but that is on call type work.
Yeah,
But
Okay.
the truth is, I have an enormous amount of spare time. I'm not denying that. I really should be doing some other job or something. But
no, I don't agree. I think I would expand a bit. Look, Nick Rivers, $5. Arch, can you match your crew to characters on the Love Boat? Dis as Isaac the bartender, Doc as Doc, Bobby as the cruise director, Julie McCoy. Yes, and I'm Captain Stuberg. Thank you. I'm going to be the captain. I love that. I love I thought he looked so realistic as the captain. I really, really did there. Pine Barren, $50. Arch, have you seen the movie MASH with Donald Sutherland, Elliot Gould, and Robert Duvall? One of my favorite films. No, I haven't. I'll have to watch that. MASH with Donald Sutherland. Okay. Let me say this to you, Doc. Sorry, Green
Doc's
Room.
gone.
I would say to you, I think what you got to do is, I would say, I think you got to work out what makes you happy in life. What is it that you want? What is it you want? I think realistically, if you had another job, right, I would try and expand what you're doing. You need to get your license, okay?
Yep, I agree. Yep, agree.
Okay, you need to get a little utility, like a ute, or a you need, because you can claim business deductions on that.
Mhm.
Okay, I would seriously start looking at expanding the business a bit if you want. If you're happy, look, if you're happy with the money you're making,
I mean, look,
You-
the truth is, I because I own the unit, I mean, I don't have to pay rent, which so many people my age do, by the way. I'm very lucky there.
it was
Um,
given to you, this apartment.
Yes.
Why did they give it to you?
Just as an early inheritance gift.
Far out, man. You're so lucky, don't you
I
think?
recognize how extremely lucky I am. Okay, I recognize that. What was I going to say? Because I don't pay
Do
rent.
you thank them
I-
for it? How
yeah,
often do you thank them?
Very much so. Very much
This is
so.
your parents?
This is my mother.
Do you say to her, thank you so much for what you've done?
Yes, all the time.
And does she appreciate that?
Yes, I plan to look after her when she gets older.
How old is she?
I don't. I hope she's not watching. I think she's turning 60 soon.
Okay, that's not that old.
What
Husband,
was I going to say?
husband or boyfriend?
No. As for what was I going to say? I was going to say something I've forgotten. This is I wasn't expecting to talk about me this much today.
No, that's okay. But
yesterday was all about O'Sheen, and
you know what? I think the important thing is this. Let me tell you this, okay?
just to clarify, my father, he passed away quite a while ago, so I'll just leave it at that.
What did he do for a job, your dad?
I don't really want to get into.
Okay. Green
Yeah.
Room, I would say to you, right? It's
Hmm.
important you have some interest in life. Okay? Be it watches,
Well, look,
be
it's very hard. It's very hard to get interested into hobbies when I've just been locked down. I can't leave my house within a 5-kilometer radius. It's been like that for almost 100 days
yeah, but
now.
there's many interesting things you can do. The internet is
Sure,
amazing.
fair enough.
You got Netflix, you've got Stan, you've got YouTube. There's heaps of stuff.
Mm.
Would you ever consider? Okay, I see what you're saying.
I think the problem is that with this cleaning and property maintenance business of mine, and it is cleaning, by the way. I don't think I've failed to. That's what it is. Okay, I'm not claiming it's luxurious or glamorous, but
there's a lot of money. I tell you this, there's a lot of money in these unglamorous.
Especially lately with I think deep cleaning might be the way to go.
Actually, you know what? I'd give you the best answer is crime scene cleaning. Have you seen that?
Who was talking? Someone else was talking
Crime
to me
scene
about
cleaners. I want to start up a business. Crime scene cleaners.
Who was it that was?
You ring up. Hello, welcome to Crime Scene Cleaners. Press 1 for suicide. Press 2 for you got different meth lab. Press 3. You got different ding 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 ding. What sort of waste you're dealing with? And you basically use a bleachy solution. That's all you use. Bleachy solution. Would you do that shit or not? They charge a fortune, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I mean,
you got to get certified. Look, I would look into what certificates do you need to be a crime scene cleaner, and you charge $20,000 a job. Do you understand?
It's a good point. It's a great point.
You got to get licenses.
Very good direction. Be a very good direction to head the business in
because you want to make money, don't you? You want money, don't you?
Why not? Why not? Super chat.
Burisha, $10. Omega Aquaterra Green or Omega Aquaterra Small Seconds. The later apparently has white gold details, but is smaller. Pull them up. I got to be totally honest with you. Both of these watches, they sound very, very boring. You know this? Let's just pull this up here. Omega, just give me the first one. Aquaterra. What is it again? Green.
Aquaterra Green.
Okay, let's get this up firstly. This is one of the new, green is the new trendy. You know what? I would stay away from these trendy colors because they're trendy now. They're going to be dated. You remember in the 90s, they had all the Falcons were green. This, you know, that green? They date. It's a dated color. It's trendy now, but down the track.
Wasn't there like a Holden Commodore that's green?
Oh,
Like
they were green was, even Beamers were green at
like
one
a newer.
stage,
I'm talking about
right?
a newer Holden Commodore. I've seen that around. Maybe I'm
Here,
getting
very
confused
quickly.
for a
We've got
different car.
okay. Then the other one is the Aqua. So the Aquaterra Green and the Aquaterra Green small seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, let's bring that up now. Let's get that up. Small seconds. Okay, let's get this up. Da-da-da-da. You know what? I'd probably go for the first one. I'm not a big fan of this one. I think the standard one was better. I don't like the dial seems flat on this one, doesn't it?
And there's another super chat
like
from
that?
Kermit Frog. Not really.
I prefer, let's just go back to the previous one. I think that was much, oops, there we go. That was much nicer. I think that.
Yeah, I prefer the first one. I like the the sideways tapestry, how it goes.
Yeah,
the lines going across. I prefer that.
There you go, Barisha. And now we've got another super chat here. This is from Kermit the Frog. Crime scene cleaner up for hire by cops and criminals. Crime, meth lab, drugs. It's, man, you look on YouTube, they've got all these videos and they make a fortune. By the way, if you want to get crime scene cleaning, like they charge 20,000. You know, this is where the body's been. You got to cut the carpet out. You look, go and watch it. If I were you, can I give you my honest advice to you, Green Room?
Japan.
No. Not for you. You're a young guy. Diego, you are on the stream. We don't want you anymore. Okay?
Yeah, but the people in the chat room want
Diego's.
The people in the chat room want Diego's dog back. I think we should give the dog a fair chance. You know.
I hate pets. I always hated pets. Okay.
The punters don't want to look at us. They want to look at a cute animal.
I hate pets. Okay. Let me just say this to you. If I were you, seriously, let me give you. Can I give you the honest truth from what you've told me?
I'm listening.
Okay. I would say you need to, realistically, in Sydney, you need to make about 75,000. That should be your benchmark of reasonable success.
Okay.
Okay. At least 50. Let's just say at least 50. You want to try and make 50. If you're not making 50,000 a year, you're wasting your time. Okay.
Okay.
What I would say is, for you, when you run a business, you can run so many expenses through it, like a ute. Business can all pay for this shit. So you're mad not to do this. So what I would do is I would start getting lessons from a driving school. Forget family and shit like that. Just get lessons. I would get a basic utility, whether a little ute, a little utility thing. Just get something like that. I would also get some good equipment. Like I would buy a nice lawnmower. I'd buy some nice snippers. I'd buy some and get good brand. Don't get the Bunnings.
Well, I've got
a zoo.
I would buy Stihl. Quite good.
Stihl, Honda, the top end shit. And then what I would do is I would try and get, you want to try and make at least 50,000. That should be your bench goal. Is it worth doing or not?
Well,
how much were you making as an AAN? You must have been making at least 50 a year in that, weren't you?
I worked casual when I was doing my nursing work.
Yeah.
So I was probably earning a little bit less than now. But it was so much more work. So
look, nursing is only good if you're an RN. Let's just clarify that, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I were you, to be totally honest with you, I would be. I just got a snack coming here. Just hang on 1 minute there, guys. Thank you.
Thank
How are they
you.
going?
Thank you. Yeah, that's not bad. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think you're on a winner. I think for you, what you want to do is, my guidance to you would be, you want to say 50,000 should be your benchmark.
Okay, it's a fair goal to go for.
And I would say you need to get your license. Don't fuck around. Just start taking lessons.
I agree with that more. Look, I kind of think I do challenge this. You have to be earning a particular amount. I've kind of made
I
this
think
point in the
50 is a
past.
good benchmark. Okay,
I'm not
50
saying
is-
I'm not saying it's why not? Of course, why not go for more money? But I just think we're living in the way the Western world is going. I think it's more about the way you look than how much.
How do you mean the way you look?
I think it's more about just that. I think we're living in a more looks-based society. I think it's less about how much you're earning and more about the way that you look, how good-looking you are.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I
What
think.
the fuck?
Well, listen to me. I think as a result of, I think younger people, I think our attention span is decreasing. We have less time to really judge who someone is, so we go based off of the way that they look.
What the fuck are you on about?
You look at
What
online
the
dating.
fuck are you smoking?
Listen to me. I'm right here. You look at online dating. It's just a picture of who you are. It's just a picture of you. That's what people judge you for 2 seconds and they swipe left or right. It's less to do with your character, with who you are, and more so about the way you look. Your looks, I think, for the most part, is your status. I know luxury goods people do not want to hear that, but I think just the way you're born, the way you look is. I think we're living in an increasingly judgmental society that just it's the way you look.
Okay, if you say so. So, I don't know where we're going with this conversation. Okay, so what does that mean then? Tell me what we're saying then.
Well, I think it's very tough in the dating world for average-looking guys.
Are you average looking?
I'm not necessarily talking about me, but I just think there's a lot of young men out there that aren't super good-looking. Okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
And I think it's becoming more and more harder for average-looking men to do well in the dating scene when young women have access to these dating apps where they can very quickly hop in bed with a very good-looking man.
Yeah, but that's also not good for them too, because the very good-looking man.
I agree. I agree. Yep, totally.
He's not really looking at staying with her. He's just looking at.
Exactly. I agree.
See. I understand what you're saying here. I can understand the problem.
Super chat.
Look, it's funny how this conversation here, Omar, $5. Good man, Green Room. Don't be afraid to stand your ground and say what you think. Your viewpoint is as valid as anyone else's.
What I was talking about earlier, a lot of can I just finish? A lot of young women, they go to university, they receive this very, very left-leaning education that influences them. Whilst at the same time, they go on these dating apps and they hook up with a lot of very good-looking guys that aren't really interested in them, and perhaps they go on to have these careers where they don't want to become mothers, and instead they just go on for this big career of theirs. They hook up with all these guys, and it just doesn't women that are beyond 30 that have those far left views just aren't that appealing to me.
Okie dokie. Just very quickly there, I got a super chat. I got to read this super chat. $2 DC and LV. Rich guys will always be appealing. Let me say this to you, Green Room. You know what I seriously think?
Well, I think rich guys are very appealing to perhaps beyond 30 women. It's not nice to say. I hate saying it. I know it's so sexist. I know it's so nasty, but
no, nothing sexist about it. Let me say this to you. Can I give you some life advice? At the moment. Can I give you some life advice?
I need to relax.
Can I give you some life advice?
Here we go. I'm ready to cop it.
Okay. I think you're a bit lost.
I don't think so at all.
Okay. Who's giving the advice?
Hey?
Okay. I think
I'm
you're a
listening.
bit lost. You're not really sure what you should do. You're sort of floating. And I tell you honestly, I think realistically, it's always a good idea to, from what you've told me, you're quite studious. You're quite particular in your tasks. You are somebody I would let you cut my lawn. Okay. I would let you cut my lawn. Okay. I don't say that to many people. I think what you should do is this. You desperately need to get your license and a vehicle. I would get a commercial vehicle, full tax write-off too, by the way.
Yep.
I would look at, okay, you're very fortunate in the sense that you've got the house paid, the apartment paid off. Sometimes it can be a negative too, because it doesn't motivate you to have to.
Well, that's an excellent point, and that was the point I'm going to make. Is that
you can just coast? You can coast. You know what I mean?
I think you're kind of right, because I do very little work, but I have an income that allows me to save and pay off all my expenses, and I have this unit that's paid off for me. I mean, it doesn't help. I mean, I was already a lazy person, and after I get the
we're all
lazy.
Unit, no. Stop,
me especially.
No.
Just let me finish. It kind of decreases your drive a bit, because you see all these young people around me that work so hard just to get the deposit for a mortgage on a small unit.
Okay.
And here I am ahead of them. It makes me feel very lazy at times. It kind of kills my drive a bit, and I'll be honest about that. And we got some super chats too.
The hands you've been dealt, you can't argue with the hands you've been dealt. Okay. Here we go. Drew S, $5. Yellow gold day date on your wrist. A woman not going to care about. No, I don't think watches. I'll be totally honest with you. I really don't think watches really help one way or the other. Yeah. Thomas G, €5. Green Room is 100% right. On top of that, they prefer cats to men. Yeah. Look, I got to tell you,
average looking men.
Look, I think Green Room. I would seriously, I would say to you, at your stage in life, get your license, get a little utility. I would concentrate on your business, and I'd try and expand it. Don't go into commercial. Don't go into residential. Stick in that space there.
Well, I don't want to give away too many details. I kind of am doing residential. Half of my work is residential, half of it's commercial. Let's just say that. Half and half.
Anything's better than, you got to make 50,000 a year. That should be your target. 50.
Yep. Because I'm not opposed to trying to earn more money. I just because it's not all about women. It's about looking after yourself in the future.
Now, what I don't understand is with these women and that there, right? I got to be honest.
Sorry, I'm interrupting you way too much. You got me fired up today.
Okay, sorry. What I was going to say is you're 100% right when it comes to women. You know what? It's fucking impossible. You're actually, I don't want to kiss your ass, but I'm going to tell you this. You're actually a good-looking guy. You got no deformities. You've got all your fingers, Quick finger check, check. High five.
I've got unusually small ears. Okay, that's my deformity.
Okay. If that's his look, the thing is this, right? You're a reasonably good-looking guy, young guy. Got a few things going for you, and you're already. Are you unable to date? Do you want to date, or what's the go?
I'm definitely able to date.
When was your last date?
I think I'm an extremely picky person. I think that might be my problem. That I'm a bit too. I see faults in everything.
Copermite Frog, $2. It's okay to be ugly. I got to say, you know what I think you would be really good for you, Green Room, in a couple of years' time?
What do you reckon? Moving to Japan?
I think it'd be good if you could do some holidays like Thailand, or go over and have a bit of a Singapore, Hong Kong. Just see a bit of the world. It might open your eyes up a bit.
I think I was kind of thinking you were going to tell me to work for Blue Velvet.
No, that's not good for you. I think for you, you're not a learned man. I think for you, what you need to do, you're a decent guy. Okay. I tell you this now, you're a decent guy. There's a lot of people are confused. But I would say this to you. If I were you, I would be looking at 50,000 a year Aussie.
Mm-hmm.
I'd get my license. Must get that done. I would, in fact.
Again, I totally agree. I'm not arguing against that at all.
And the other thing,
I'm not arguing against earning more money.
I
but
once had a
I'm just-
relationship with a lesbian woman. I had a lesbian girlfriend at one stage, right? And
how old were you?
sorry,
How old were you?
I was it was a couple. It wasn't that long ago, okay? And I got to tell you, the thing about lesbian women is, right? She was very plain, but once you took the clothes off, very nice figure and body, wonderful. And I know exactly what you're talking about. Aussie women, it's like dating a lesbian woman because they're very picky. She wouldn't fucking give me a commitment. She wouldn't tell me what time you're coming or, oh, I don't want to be bossed around. But she's really, really, it was only when she had her clothes off that we could actually communicate. And I know exactly. It's very intimidating. This country here, I got to be honest with you, I found it's very, very hard to get girlfriends and dates in Australia. It sucks.
Can I just make another point because
Sure.
I have a short memory. I tend to forget things.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to you. I'm not suggesting I make more money, but I don't necessarily think more money necessarily means you'll do better with women. Other people
No,
really
it's
disagree.
nothing like
Other
that. This is
people
a
really
life
disagree.
ago.
Can I just
No.
finish?
It's nothing to do with the women. You just should be
Yeah, I
making
know.
50.
It's for you. It's for you. It's for looking after yourself and your family, okay, and whatever, and acquiring luxury goods. But I should have forgotten what I was going to say.
You know, the truth is, okay?
Yep.
If I were you, let's be honest there, okay? If you were sensible, don't get fucking married. These bitches are going to steal half your apartment. She's going to get pregnant. She's going to steal your apartment.
Let me just
and
say,
you're
I think
gonna-
that's kind of part of my fear. Is that that will happen?
I reckon
that will happen.
what I would do if I were
I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you. I can't help myself.
okay.
You've
It's
got
okay.
me so wound up
Fantastic.
today.
1872, £2. Green Room needs a nun that wants to be free. Actually, I had a friend of mine who married an ex-nun, by the way. Unfortunately, that's yeah. I was going to say something else. Look, the other thing is I wanted to say to you is I would seriously. There's many fun things in life. You've got to work. Do you read a lot? I would be doing self-education, buying books, reading a lot.
Always reading, always watching things.
Do you want to go to university? Tell me that. Do you have any desire to go to university?
I did sort of go to university.
Oh, what did you get?
I got a diploma in screen and media. So it wasn't really university, but I was taught by Sydney Uni teachers. I don't want to say what school I went to for private reasons, but
why don't you start your own YouTube channel?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know, that
but
could
I think
be.
the reason it's not like I say this stuff about left wing, all this indoctrination going on in I've seen it firsthand. It's not that I've just watched YouTube videos of people saying it. I've seen it directly in front of me.
Yeah. I think you got to work out what makes you happy, but Green Room.
I just want to get a Bill Gauss Archie. That'll make me happy.
I don't think it will.
No, I don't think so either.
It makes you happy to a certain degree, but it doesn't. It's a different thing. It's funny you say that because I've kind of looked at what happiness is, and I've set myself different goals in life. I can tell you if you want me. If no one's listening, I'll tell you some secrets. Okay.
Quick super chat.
Timepiece fund $2. Be emphatic, but don't let world's woes eat you up. There we go. Timepiece fund. See, for me, I always wanted sex every day. Once I thought to myself, you know what? This could be a cool thing. That's the reason I got married, because I wanted these physical relationships every day. That's basically the rules. Okay. Yep. I didn't really want to pay for other people on my back, but I particularly liked the intimacy situation, and I was basically a slave to pussy. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, in all honesty, if I would have not been so driven for pussy, I should have probably not got married, and I would have probably had my own hobbies. You find men who don't get married or have this addiction to pussy, they have wonderful libraries. They have wonderful interests in certain things. Model railways is a great hobby, by the way. There's many cool hobbies you can have. Maybe if you like cars, like I like vintage, antique sort of cars, 1960s sort of things. There's amazing stuff you can learn, and we're in a very interesting time in history. Never before have we had so much information available. Like you think about it with YouTube,
Yep.
whatever the fuck you're interested in. If you're interested in
There's something.
1960s Ferraris, you can find fucking 20, 30, 50 videos on 1960s, 1970s Ferraris. You think, fuck, this is pretty clever.
Quick super chat.
Here we go. LA Methwich, $2. Arch, I ordered Financial Independence, Eddie Solomon. LA Methwich, please tell me what you think about this book. He was, Eddie Solomon, he ended up going to jail because some of the methods in the book were a bit on the unorthodox approach. See, using your signature to sign up for 20 credit cards on one day may not be the most ethical thing to do. It's interesting. And I've used some of his financing techniques in my own life, and it's made me an everyday millionaire. It's made me a millionaire. But it could also have made me everyday bankrupt. So you got to be careful. Green room, I'd say for you, get your license, increase the business up a bit. You're stuck into COVID. Don't beat up on yourself. There's not much you can really do anyhow.
No.
I think you can also get too much. You want to achieve ridiculous things in your life. If I were you,
Yep.
seriously, you know what? The other thing you could do is if you really love watches, you could buy and sell, become a flipper.
That doesn't appeal to me. I mean, I love the hobby of watches, but from a
Mhm.
financial point of view, I'm not interested in making money from it.
See-
That doesn't. I'd rather just do a shift at the nursing home every week or something.
No, that's okay. Look, I would say to you, this business you've got there, I'd get a vehicle, get a license. That's what I would do firstly. Before you start looking for more customers, that's what I would be doing. Get a vehicle, get a license, get a vehicle, and then look at expansion. And I would say you want to work about 3.5 to 4 days a week. Depends how much money you want to make. You want to make 100,000 a year, you got to work 6-7 days a week. But if you're happy to make 40 to 50,000, maybe 4 days a week is fine. You know what? Happiness. What is fucking happiness? What is this fucking thing? Happiness. What is that? What is happiness? What is anything? Let me tell you this, I got to tell you, Green Room, there's so many people who work like dogs.
Yep.
And then they blow their money on stupid things. You think, fuck, that was silly. So they work, and then they waste. You're better off to say, hey, hang on a tick. Let me think about what I really want. I love material goods. I've always
80-20
loved
principle. 80-20 principle. You're better off focusing on what actually makes you happy as opposed to the 80% that doesn't. Probably really focus down.
Yeah,
Which is something I should really. It's easy for me to say that, but it's something I really need to do, I think.
I think the problem is with you. Have you ever seen my Mr. Bullshit series on YouTube?
Yes.
That'll tell you how to get
I've seen a couple of videos. How to
see, the other side of the coin is, right, I like to try and present myself into what they want. Right?
Whereas I can't do that.
Why not?
I'm just not very good at doing that. I'm not really.
Well, you learn. Practice. It's practice. Believe you me, I wasn't
Super
good
chat.
to start with. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Level 999, £2. Go to the gym and build. No, I don't think he needs muscle. No, I don't agree with that. It's like, I know guys who say, you know what? I'm going to go dating once I've lost 10 kilos. Bullshit. Now, you know what the best camera to have is? The camera that you've got in your hand now. There's no point saying, I want to be the best photographer. Oh, I didn't bring my camera. You want the camera now. I don't believe that. You know what? Forget that. All I would say to you is, Green Room, if you get a bit frustrated, you can always pay these girls. You know, they have these exotic massage places.
I need to save money for Rolex watches.
Dennis K, £2.80. But once a week. You should go once a week. You should always do that. That doesn't...
No, I don't think so.
Just see if you like it.
I don't think so, Archie. Nothing.
Green Room channel, you're in a green and be the Hulk. There we go. The Daniel K. I got to say to you, Green Room, I think for you, you've got a lot of potential. You're a nice young guy. 25. I got to be honest with you. I've got 2 kids older than you who haven't even started yet. They're called Failed to launch. Have you heard of that term? Failed to launch.
Yep.
And I got to say, for you, you should have your license. So I would fix that up.
Mhm.
As long as you're aware of, like, let me say this to you. You're not as lazy as you think. Like, looking at your apartment, you're actually pretty fucking neat. Like, if you just wake up with shit everywhere, you can't be bothered getting out of bed. Where a lot of young people, what they do is they play video games until 4 a.m. in the morning, smoking, having drinks.
Well, you know, I've been a little bit guilty of that. I
Okay.
quit gaming
You-
for a long time, but I kind of got back into it recently. I'll admit
Okay.
that. I'm playing Mass
Okay.
Effect
Ga-
2 at the moment.
Gaming
It's
is
really
not a
good.
good thing. I think gaming is
know.
evil. Personally, I think I
think online gaming is much worse than offline gaming, but that's a conversation, a topic that I don't think we should really
See,
get into.
I kind of think if you are sleeping, going to bed at 4 in the morning. Well, see, you're up. Look at this. You're shaved. Look at this. You've combed your hair. You've had a shave. You've washed your face. You look like you had a
Well,
shower last night.
yep.
You had a shave because I can see
Super chat.
you look. DC in LV $2. AC3 is right. Green room is suited to Asian. You know what? I tell you what I would do if I were you. Seriously, green room, right? Right.
Okay, I'm going to
I
get my
reckon.
license. I'm going to get a car. What else?
Yeah, you're gonna get a license.
50K.
Look,
Going to go for 50K a year at least. Okay.
yeah,
What
50K,
else?
a license. I would say for you, right? Do you have some nice clothes? Like I always see you in this green fleecy jumper there. How many? Do you have a nice shirt, like a collared shirt?
Well, I've
Do you
got
have a?
that nice Archie luxury shirt that I wear to impersonate you sometimes.
Oh yes. Look, I would
Um,
get. Do you have nice clothes? What clothes do you have?
I've got some okay clothes, but again,
Have you got a
if my
suit?
views,
Have you got a single-breasted suit?
I've got a nice jacket. I don't have a tie on me at the moment, but
Do you have a single-breasted suit? Every man needs a single. You know what?
no, I
There's a
don't.
book you need
I'll
to
admit
buy.
that I
Okay.
don't.
Okay, I
I
tell
just
you
think
what you need. I tell you what you need now. Can I tell you exactly what you need? I know exactly what you need, okay?
Steel Sports.
No, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need, okay? Okay,
What's
there's a
that?
book. It's an Aussie book. You need to buy this book.
Oh, well, the Aussie comedian you were talking about the other day.
Yeah. How to Be a Man. And it's by John Birbinghard. There you go. That's it. This is the greatest book. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna buy one now. It's $17. Where the fuck is this? I'll buy it now. I want to buy that. This book absolutely changed my life. This book is amazing. Do you understand that? How to Be a Man. How to Be a Man. Okay. It tells you how to impress women. This book, I kid you not. Get this book. Okay.
Okay.
Can you buy this book?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Sorry, the cough.
It's a fantastic book. Okay. I'm actually just ordering a copy now as we speak. I'm going to get 2 copies. I'm going to give some to my kids. This book, I tell you honestly, this book is absolutely amazing. Okay, I'm telling you now. Okay, this book will tell you, look, how to buy a car, how to land a jumbo jet. This book is amazing. Okay, please, I kid you not, get this book. Okay,
Okay.
can you get it?
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
Here's some hesitance. What's the hesitation? Tell me what the hesitation is, and we'll discuss it. Okay, please tell me what seems to be wrong.
No, nothing.
Please
It's
tell
all good.
Tell
I
me,
just
would
think
you?
it's easy to overdo it with advice. You know, there's a lot of advice out there on the internet, and sometimes you can get so caught up in it that you take too much in at once. So you got to be very cautious with, self-help and, economic advice everywhere. It can be a bit all much at the same time. So I think you've got to be super careful as to where you get the advice from in the first place. That's why I'm here listening to you, Archie.
Okay. Okie dokie. What are you saying to me? Tell me what you're saying.
No, I'm just stating that you've got to be careful where you get your advice from. It's easy to overload yourself with advice from all types of different places. Super chat.
You're dealing with the pontiff here. You understand that or not?
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's why I'm listening.
You're dealing
to you.
with the pontiff. Here we go. Run the shrink. Green room, start here. What do you want? What you think, Ron? I think it could be for you, Green Room. What do you reckon?
I have no idea, Archie.
What? You have no idea?
No.
I'm giving you the advice. I'm trying to help you, man. Okay.
Well, I've been listening to you, but I'd rather listen to specifically you than read it, a book and listen to you. But I mean, it's a fair point that you are recommending the book in the first place. Super chat.
You understand, don't you, or not? I'm trying to help you, man. I love
Yeah.
you. You know that? You're a good guy. You're a really cool, nice guy. I really, really do like the show. I like it when you come on. We can have a chat. I can help solve your problems.
Well, I agree. I mean, I plan to completely listen to you. I will get a license, and I'm in agreement with you on wanting to, maybe get to 50K or at least 40.
Yeah.
I agree.
But
I'm
I
agreeing
think
with
also
you.
don't
But
beat
I'd rather.
yourself
I'm just saying I'd rather listen to you than read some book, which I'm not saying is a bad book, by the way. I'd rather listen to you. I'd rather listen to you summarize the book for me as opposed to, because I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big reader of books, even though I said earlier that I was.
Yeah, no, but that's our pseudo academic bullshit. I could see through that. Okay.
Hmm.
I know that. I know that. Okay. I did understand that. Um.
I'm not against the book. I'd just rather you summarize the book for me. That's all.
Okay. That book is amazing. Okay. Let me just say that to you. Okay. It is going to change your life. And I think you do need a suit.
I prefer to listen to audiobooks than actually read the books. I don't know if that counts as reading a book, because I listened to the Timepiece Fund. He recommended a great book called Iron John. And I listened to the audiobook. I've almost listened to it twice. It's fantastic.
Iron John, what's it about? Tell me this.
It's about men. It's a fantastic audiobook that I'd listened to on YouTube.
Well, what does it say about men? What does it say about?
It's all about men. It's about, respecting your inner king and...
Hey, Doc.
How's it going, guys? My Wi-Fi.
I'm trying to help him here. What can we do to help Green Room? Can we? Please give me the advice.
I think he's on the right track already.
Yeah, he's on the right track. Okay. He is on the right track. He's a cool guy, isn't he?
Well, he's on the right track in that he's not really worried about a girlfriend.
No, he doesn't need that.
It's okay to...
What do you think of my recommendation? How to Be a Man. There's a book, How to Be a Man.
I've talked to him, I've talked to him off screen.
He's a nice kid, isn't he? Don't you think he's a nice kid?
I think he's already a man, quite honestly.
Yes, he is. He is.
I think he has a good head on his shoulder.
He's got a good what? Sorry, he's got a good head on his shoulder.
Good head on his shoulder.
Yeah, I think you're right, Doc. He is. He's actually very... You're right. You're right.
2 super chats.
Super chats. I got to say to you, How to Be a Man. Look,
if there's an audio book, because I'm just being a realist. When it comes to physical books, I'm a very slow reader. I take ages. But if there's an audio book of it,
no, it's got a lot of pictures in it. It's got a lot of pictures in How to Be a Man.
Right.
Okay.
Because I'm really good at listening to audio books.
Barisha, $5. This is what happened when you have a low attention span. Successful people need many... Listen to this! Just have a look at my small library. This is my sub-library. This is not my full library. This is my sub-library. Do you understand? Let me just explain this. Barisha's just made a very good comment here. See, this is my sub-library. This is the mini library, not the full library, okay? Okay, you notice there's a lot of books there.
Low attention span, Archie. I've been listening and talking to you for over 2
I gotta-
hours now.
Mm-hmm.
That takes a lot of
Okay.
attention.
This is what happens when you have a low
It's a fair
attention
point, I
span.
don't
Successful
deny it.
people read many books per year. There's no substitution for reading. I'm sorry, Doc. I think that is a very good point. What do you think, Doc?
Well, I think that Green Guy's on the right track in terms of what it sounds like he wants, which is somebody that he can settle down with and have a family. And
No,
that's
he doesn't. He doesn't want to get ripped off by these bitches. We're trying to get him a license
No,
and get him
I'd love
making
to
50.
find a very intelligent alternative woman that goes against the grain of the West, or what the West is. That's against the grain of what the West is like today.
correct.
No one supports the West more than me, but not what it is today. Okay, I just need to correct that.
Here we go.
Chit-chat.
Fantastic. 1872, £5. Wisdom wins. Or wisdom always wins, Arch.
Am I
Good
missing
point.
super chats? I think I might miss
Loose
one or
2,
two.
$5. Green room, better find another guest to take Archie's focus off you. Don't be the next diss.
Well, you've
And
got to be able to
Kermit-
cop it. You know, you've got to be able to
Kermit
cop it.
Frog, $2. Women will come to you. Just get married first. I got to tell you, I think Green Room doesn't have problems like this. This has got some serious PTSD. He's got some serious addiction problem. Green Room, can I say this to you? You're a pretty
listening.
well-rounded guy. You're actually pretty fucking well-rounded. I'll tell you why. Number one, you wake up for the stream. You've had a shave. You've combed your hair. Fuck me dead. If my 25 and 28-year-old sons were as good as you, I'd be winner, chicken dinner. I'd be doing the chicken dance. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because you are actually pretty good. You're pretty good. I think you're pretty good. So,
But you know, we could
Don't-
always do a bit better in life. You know, you could always do a bit better, I suppose. One Rolex isn't enough. Let's face it. This is a good super chat. This is a really good super chat
Ryan,
from Ryan.
Vlogs live $2. Get Birdman on and spare Green. I'm just going to take a toilet break. Doc, can you talk to him? Just analyze him a bit, okay?
Okay, as long as he doesn't mind the couch that's here in the morgue.
Sorry,
So
didn't hear that.
I think my Wi-Fi is kind of screwing up here, and I
can
can't
hear
get
you
my
just
mic to
fine.
work.
You sound really fine. You sound good.
I sound good? Okay,
Yeah, you sound fine.
I'll go with it then. Because there's no one listening, my impression is you're looking for someone who would be otherwise called a traditional woman these days. It used to be just called a woman, but now.
Well, it's not like I'm one of these. I'm not exactly, one of these ultra conservative. She has to be submissive and docile and do the dishes. I'm not necessarily saying that.
No,
I'm not saying that at all.
No, but
you just want
the
someone who's
modern-
really smart. You want a
the
really
modern
smart
woman
woman.
but the modern woman,
Intelligent.
especially the college woman,
Yes.
is sort of ultra woke, might have blue hair, isn't really interested in having babies.
Highly promiscuous. I'm sorry to say that, but it just seems like I hate saying that, but I think I'm right.
Well,
about that.
it's called being free, they
Mhm.
say.
Yes.
But you're right. I mean, because they're being told they can be a man, so they distance themselves from what would be in the past called femininity. I don't even know what it's called now, because masculinity is toxic in a man, but it's totally appropriate in a woman.
Mm.
So the whole thing is kind of getting all confusing. So I hear what you mean when you say, oh, the typical woman in college, because
Yeah, I really shouldn't have said that earlier. I think I kind of misspoke when I said intelligent women don't go to college. That's not necessarily true. Smart women go to university, but they wind up. They might keep their smarts, but they might wind up viewing the world in a very.
It depends. I mean,
it depends. And there's a lot of financial and economic degrees where women can do so well in, but
well, my impression is that women who go in the STEM field in college have quite a head on their shoulders usually.
Mm.
But the problem is most women don't do that. Like the
No.
ones who have a solid head on their shoulders aren't usually interested in STEM anyway. And they're not necessarily even, I mean, they might be going into, nursing fields and sometimes medical field, but, that's not usually their direction in the first place. Yeah.
Mm.
And if they really want to have a family, that's usually their priority over getting a master's degree and a PhD and all of that. So there's some contraindications in there. There's, it's kind of it's right now it's crazy times for dating, in my opinion.
Yep.
Now, I don't know how this became a dating channel instead of a watch channel. I had some problems with my Wi-Fi, and then when I came back, it was all crazy. Yeah.
Mm.
So I don't know what happened. But, since we're on the topic, I can speak as someone who married a woman who gave me the impression she wanted to do the family thing until we got married. And then she didn't want to do the family thing at all. So, and that's a reverse of, I don't know, everything from the 1980s, 1990s. This is a new 2000 or so thing that,
Mm.
it's like, oh, it's gonna mess me up having kids.
Yep. Listen, Archie, Doc and I are both in complete agreement that you need to get that gold Submariner.
Is that the real Archie, or are you doing that green screen?
Ooh.
Oh,
That's
no, he's
that's
moving,
me.
so it's the real one.
You
He's
know,
moving,
you
yeah.
know what, guys? I
Now,
think
Archie, I
that-
sent you this link to Vintage Watch Co. There's a gold sub at Vintage Watch Co. It's the 40 mil.
Yep. Very quickly, Sean W, $2.80 Canadian. Doc, what's the fastest way to crack your own back?
I can't tell if I have a good connection still.
Van
you
Lux,
sound fine.
$2.80. Toilet break sponsored by Van Lux. And Pine Barren, toilet break sponsored by You Missed My Last Super Chat.
Oh, sorry about that.
Van Lux, that's Pine Barren.
Pine Barren always has wise things to say, it seems. The best way to crack your own back is by getting into a heated pool of some kind. It'll almost take care of itself. That's no joke.
Wow, that's fantastic, Doc.
And maybe that even applies to the pontiff here. He hasn't complained about back pain in a while, but
Yeah, that's right. I was going to
Yes.
ask about that. How is it?
It's actually been surprisingly good. I got to be honest with you. I'm using my same chair. I didn't get a new chair. I've changed the posture a little bit.
you know what else happened?
What's that?
You haven't got.
Sorry,
Okay, now
what was
you're
that?
lagging out. You're cutting out now.
Cut it. Just the important information I
That's
needed
the
from
most
Doc,
important
and
bit
he's
of the
cutting.
sentence.
Doc, tell me.
All I said is the reason that you haven't had much complaint lately is because you haven't gotten any vax or boosters or any of that crap.
Sorry, any backs boost? What do you mean by that?
You haven't gotten any COVID injections.
Oh, I see.
High on the list from COVID injections are these combinations of acute and chronic back pain and general ache and pain. For some people, it doesn't go away for months.
From COVID injections?
And
You know, YouTube has said they're going to pull videos that are criticizing injections and conspiracy theories. You do realize that, don't you, Doc?
Oh,
So
I
we
know.
encourage all our punters out there to get vaccinated.
The other thing that's happening is because they're probably listening, my Wi-Fi connection is getting interrupted.
Yeah.
That's it. CB, $5. Pine Barren, don't feel bad. He missed mine too.
Sorry
Did I
about
miss
that.
CB's? Where's CB's?
It's been a
I
rough
love
day for Green
CB.
Room.
Green Room, I think for
There's another
you.
super chat. There's one more too, just now.
There's another super chat. Finding it. Da-da-da-da. Here we go. SR Bell, 67, $5. AC, when was the last time Mark G had his prostate blasted by his boyfriend? Hey, man. Hopefully wasn't so long ago. I got to tell you some interesting stuff there. There's some really interesting stuff in the world there. How to Be a Man. What do you think of that idea of a book, Doc? How to Be a Man. A lot of men, they need some guidance, Doc.
I agree with Green Guy. Probably better to get it outside of a book.
I'd rather get your interpretation of the book, is what I was saying. That's the point of what I was getting at.
Yes, you want the study notes, don't you?
It's always nice to add experience to the book.
80-20. Summarize it for me instead of me having to do the work. I'll outsource my work to you to summarize it for me.
I got to tell you guys, there is some really interesting dudes out there in this world. I want to say, where does a man get guidance? See, this feminist world we live in, white privilege. we've got to apologize for being male. We've got to apologize for so many things. I don't understand why people just don't treat each other nicely. You know what I mean? Why do you have to?
We're living in an ever-increasingly over-socialized society in the West.
Here we go. Anthony Napatino, $2. ScoMo just announced opening international travel. Wowzers!
We're going to Bangers.
We're going to Bangers. I'm going to take you, Green Room. I'm going to teach you a few things or two.
It's going to be you, John
GB,
Sucklehorn,
$2.
and me.
My doctor told my 68-year-old dad not to get vaxxed.
Not if he doesn't have any indications, diabetes, obesity, etc. You should be fine.
Wow. Wow.
He doesn't have comorbidities.
Yeah.
You know, then there's more risk than benefit.
I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Yeah, he's gonna buy his ticket. He wants to buy his ticket. He wants to buy his ticket to get out of here, Doc. What do you think, Doc? Are you out of here? International travel ban lifted next month. I'm just going to read you the headline on the news, breaking news there. Let's just bring that back in because you know what, Doc? I can't wait to get out of here.
Oh, you should.
I just can't wait. Here we go. International border ban to be lifted in November. International travel bans will be lifted next month with ScoMo to reveal opening today.
No.
Australia is set to officially greenlight international traveling, bringing forward the plan to scrap international border bans to November in states that hit vaccine targets. ScoMo will later announce da-da-da-da-da.
I don't want to say I have a crystal ball or anything, but I don't want you to get your hopes up either.
No, that's right.
There's a good chance that they're making this announcement now, so that then as we get closer, they're going to change it because there's going to be a significant increase in the number of cases and deaths because it'll be winter.
Oh, I see.
I mean, it's these things are cyclic. These viruses typically follow a cyclic pattern. So
yeah.
And the vaccine clearly is not working as advertised.
Have you got any advice to improve Green Room's life? Can you throw us some life advice for him?
Improve his what?
Improve his life. I said to him, get a license, get a little car or a vehicle for his lawn mowing business, his property maintenance business. Maybe Green Room, you could get a bit of carpentry skills to do a few little odds and ends jobs like that.
Yeah.
Have you thought about that, Green Room?
I think it would be good for your psychology to have a license. You know.
I agree.
And unfortunately, men are expected to have one more than women.
Bangers Fund. Here we go. Stephen Monash, $5. Bangers Fund for Green Room. He banged up in Bangkok for his own good. And we got SR Bell, 67, $2. AC, would you let Mark give you a golden shower for 100? No, I want more than that. I want $500.
You know what a golden shower is?
I do. I want $1,000 now that you've brought it up again. The price is rising. You can wash it off with a bit of bleach. It's all okay.
You can close your eyes. Just close your eyes and
Exactly.
pretend you're standing in a shower. Just regular water. That's all.
Nothing scares me like that. There's nothing. You know, what do you think of, Doc? What do you think of crime scene cleaning? I'm trying to say to Green Room, maybe that could be a great avenue. What do you think of crime scene cleaners? Would you hand his business cards out, Doc, at the morgue?
You know, I don't know if there's money in that as much. I mean, I don't, because it's kind of it can give you nightmares a little bit. I'll be honest.
Well, I've seen a few nightmarish situations in the nursing home that I won't go into, but I can cop some pretty crazy stuff.
It's very
I've
much
seen
a
some pretty nasty
personality thing.
stuff. Yeah.
Like
Yes.
for my personality, for whatever reason.
Would you ever want to live in a nursing home, Green Room?
No, I intend to. I don't want to see my mum being put in a nursing home. No way on earth. I've seen what they're like up close, and I mean, I have the nursing skills, or some nursing skills, to look after my mum, which I intend to do when she gets older. So,
yeah.
60's
young, but she's only young. Green Room.
He's planning ahead. So.
I got to tell you what, guys, what watch do you think would, do watches make you happy, Doc?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Too bad. I mean, yeah, we're all a little bit materialistic. And in my case, that's probably the best example of my materialism popping out when I get my Daytona out of the deposit box just to look at it and have it for a little bit. Or the Milgauss, and honestly, even the two-tone subs and the 1675. I mean, they're all gorgeous. You know.
Yes.
I can just look at them, and yeah, it's calming. It can be meditative almost.
Wow.
So if you have a good day, it just adds to it. If you have a bad day, it can help make it a good day.
Your M3, you've got the original wheels, or have you got aftermarket wheels on it, Doc?
Super chat.
I've got upgraded competition rims.
24 FPS, $2. You missed my last super chat.
And that super chat says, I'll let you find it.
$2. Doc, what is in your watch collection? Ah, yes, that's an interesting collection, Doc Scott.
Should I list it?
Yeah, give us a squirt, Doc.
I mean, you get the super chat there, and then.
Yeah.
Thank you, Verser. I try. I'll just go from my more cherished to my lesser cherished.
Yeah, that's probably the best way.
So I've got mint condition 6239 4-digit Daytona 1966. Reverse Panda. That's with the steel bezel. I've got a head only, lesser condition, but still, I love it. Panda, 4-digit Daytona. That one is 1975. Then I've got a Milgauss 1019. That's the silver dial. Love it. Relatively new. Then I've got two-tone 1675. And that one's also in mint condition. And then I've got not mint condition, but still I like it. Steel 1675 with a Cornino dials on Cornino pointed crown guards. But it does have a service dial on it. So it's definitely not a museum piece. I've got 4 different two-tone subs, just sort of a range of subs there. Black dial, chocolate dial, purple dial, and a no-holes case. And then I've got a full stainless, heavily modded sub. That's the one that most of you guys don't like. And then I've got some Breitlings, Super Ocean Heritage, 765, and a Top Time. And then I've got a gold Aquaterra that I don't wear very much. Probably should sell it. Black dial, of course. It's gold. And after that, I've got a few crappy kind of stuff, you'd say. Although I like them, including a Pierre Vallier, which no one's really heard of, but basically it has a prototype Daytona dial in it, because back in those days, Singer would basically make several dials for Rolex to choose which one they wanted for the Daytona, and whatever one Rolex didn't choose, then Singer would sell those dials to other watch companies. And so the Pierre Vallier I got has one of the prototype dials that Rolex declined on when it came out with the 4-digit Daytona.
Beautiful.
That's basically my watch collection.
What are you looking for next, Doc?
I don't know. For a while, I was going to get a full gold sub, pre-ceramic. I almost pulled the trigger on it. And
What
then
went wrong?
I just started thinking, I'm really not going to wear the gold. I'm getting it to look at it, but I'm not really getting it to wear it. And as crazy as it sounds, I'm considering getting another 4-digit Daytona.
Oh my God. What made you do that?
Well, I have the 6239 that's reverse Panda, and I'm thinking about getting a 6239 Panda.
How much would that cost you?
Probably 50, 60, or 70, up there like that.
Holy shit, Doc. Look at this. I'm just going to pull up the screen that Green Room was saying to me I should get a Submariner. There you go.
Oh, yes.
52,800. Now, this is the ceramic one. I didn't ever have the ceramic. Okay. 50, I don't know what you guys think there. 52,000 is a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
That's the maxi case?
Aussie. Yeah, that's the maxi case. Yeah. Yeah, it's Aussie. It's not a terrible price. Yeah.
Well, what do you think about a gold maxi case? Is that really you? It's really jumps out. It's kind of flashy.
I tell you what, I kind of like this Lange here. I reckon that's a cooler watch. Look at this Lange here. Lange 1 Grand Lange. Look at that. That's quite beautiful.
What about a pre-ceramic instead of the maxi case? A little slimmer.
Yeah, I think I'd go for the ceramic one. I love the clasp. I love the revised clasp. Does that make sense?
What about the newest one? Too much money?
Yeah. Yeah. I look, I kind of I think my days have gone with that watch. I love mine. Mark, here we go. Mark, $20. Arch, I'm trying to get my girlfriend Mindy into watches. Her preferred size is 34 to 36 mil. What do you recommend? Thanks in advance. You know what? I honestly would say the best thing you could get for a girlfriend is like an Omega Constellation. That's what I'd get. A quartz Constellation, just a nice simple watch. You don't give them Rolex until they're married. You don't.
The other interesting thing is, normally for that size, there are a lot of nice options, including even considering vintage, which you can get a good price because of the size.
Yeah.
But the problem is women want it to look brand new and shiny. They're not into vintage.
No. Vintage.
That's a
I
guy
love
thing usually.
There's another
I
super
love
chat too.
vintage. Vintage is absolutely amazing, but you're right. I think people. SR Bell, $2. AC, did you know that a gold Yachtmaster 2 is 50,000 for a new one? Yeah. I would say I think the bargain in the pre-owned market is the Yachtmaster 1 solid gold with the white dial. That's a bargain. I think that's a gorgeous watch.
I can't remember who it was that just wouldn't tell us, wouldn't give us an opinion on whether he liked the yellow gold Yachtmaster 2. Can't remember who that was. Someone.
Look, I think the Yachtmaster 2, it's an interesting, it's one of the most complicated Rolexes they've got. That and the Sky Dweller.
And I have to be honest, I'd probably, a Sky Dweller is actually bigger than a Yachtmaster 2.
Yes.
And
yes.
I don't think my wrist at 7-inch would do well with the Sky Dweller. I'd love that watch, but I just think it's too big for me.
Yeah, it's a very chunky monkey. It's interesting. I'm a bit disappointed with the Sky Dweller. It was an annual calendar. It tells you the month and the date. It doesn't give you the day.
Well,
I thought that's a bit annoying. It does give you a GMT function. I never understood why they do that.
I think
like that command system, with the bezel. That's how you can set it.
It's very rare that I'm having such a wild time that I can't remember what day it is. And
Have a look at this.
If that's happening, I don't need to know what day it is.
Have a look at this here. We just look at vintage watch because you only got 2 Pateks now. Look at his Rolex stock. Rolex stock goes out the door so fast. That 36 mil's not bad at 8.5. That's not terrible,
No.
I
agree with you though. It's a lot for a girlfriend. It's not so much for a wife it might be something, but for a girlfriend.
Yeah. Here's a 31 mil for 7,000. This is Aussie dollars. I reckon that's pretty. Look at this Milgauss. Look at this. There you go. A Milgauss, box papers, just under 16 Aussie. They're going up. What do you think there, Green Room?
That's so funny because we were just looking at that other Milgauss about a month ago, the black one that was from 2008.
No,
that was about
that
10.
was naked. That was naked.
It was naked. But you could get that
naked.
for 10.8, I think. Maybe I should have jumped on that one when I had the chance.
Here we go. We just got a new super chat in here. Here we go. Anthony Napolitano, $5. Archie, Daniel Andrews just mandated the vaccine for every Victorian that has a job. Shit. Can they do that?
The craziest thing about that is that it's the first time that natural immunity has been completely disregarded in the equation.
Here we go. Vaccines mandatory, jabs compulsory for thousands of workers. What the hell's happened here? This is just coming through the news here. Australia COVID news. Premier will not hesitate to lock down Queensland. Queensland Premier has revealed one case is all it will take to trigger a snap lockdown for the state.
Well, first of all,
welcome to Friday's live coverage. Victoria has recorded Queensland had Okay, what are they saying? Andrews has announced hundreds of thousands of authorized Victorian workers will soon be required to be vaccinated in order to keep working. From October 15, all workers will be required to have their first dose of a COVID vaccine in order to continue working on site. They will need to be fully vaccinated by November 26.
First of all, if you look at the Israel studies, there's a 50% chance that that first case will be somebody already vaccinated. So that's number one.
Yes.
And then the other factor is that it's completely disregarding the cases where people already have been sick with the virus and they have better immunity than the vaccine would ever provide, because natural immunity is superior to vaccine immunity. So it's not even
Wow.
about health. It's
Mhm.
not a medical issue. It's an authoritarian issue.
International travel ban to be lifted next month. Because you remember, we only allow 3,000 people a week back in. It's 3,000 a week, I think, isn't it? Or a month? Is that a 3,000? I can't remember.
I
It's
hate to
ridiculous.
be gloomy Gus,
Yes.
but all of this was supposed to only last 2 weeks, if you
Correct.
remember.
Yes,
2
I do
weeks, and then
remember.
at the end of near the end of the 2 weeks, it became 4 weeks. At the end of the, in the middle of the 4 weeks, it became
I don't
6
think
weeks.
they know. Doc,
Early
do you think?
September, then late September, then mid-October, and now if you're unvaccinated, maybe
Well, I guess
December 1st, maybe. But I
I
don't know
guess what
what's
I'm
going to
saying is a lot can change between now and November in terms of excuses and mandates, and it's not a medical issue at this point.
Mm.
Because
very-
again, if it were a medical issue, you'd be looking at determining who has antibodies and dealing with the people who don't have antibodies, because those are the people who are going to get sick and spread it. Right?
That's Dictator Dan, by the way, guys. That's our Victorian. He's not Queensland Premier. Victorian Premier. That's where Suckerhorn's from. Extremely hard.
Yeah, he's a
Hard.
pretty nasty guy. Nasty guy.
And what do you think there, Green Room? Are you going nuts being locked down? You've still got a nighttime curfew, haven't you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, look, again, I also don't want to be doom and gloom, but I'm sorry to say, but the Western world is in a complete state of collapse. I mean, I wake up, I get my coffee, right? I'm not going to say where I live, but I live in a town, and 80% of the businesses are just gone. Maybe not 80, but maybe a little bit below that. But these shops that were around for years and years and years, they're just gone. They've disappeared. Mum and pop shops, they're just gone. They're not coming back. So it's just
It's
so
an
it's so
excuse.
crushing. It's so crushing to see that. It's so depressing to see that.
It
It's
is.
And
it's
it's been
an
going on.
excuse.
It's been going on for months. Sorry to keep ranting on.
No, it's an excuse for redistribution of wealth.
Yep, the Great Reset.
Great reset. And in fact, your Australians have been caught using that very phrase.
Mhm.
Your Australian leaders.
Well, look, listen. What was her name?
The nasty looking lady, the evil lady. I can't remember her name.
Well, which
Gladys.
one? There's two of them. No, the other one.
Gladys is pretty good. I actually like Gladys. You know that. In all honesty, I don't think New South Wales has been that bad, has it?
There's one with a nasty
The
scowl.
blonde one.
The blonde one with a
That's
nasty
our
scowl.
Premier. That's the black-haired one.
No, the other one, the
Anastasia.
blonde one.
Palachuk.
No, not her. The health officer
Gladys
of New South
Berkadiculan.
Wales.
Gladys Berkadiculan.
She has a nasty scowl as the press is asking the question. She hasn't even started talking, but she has a scowl on her face.
Kerry Chant, that's it.
And then she made the
she
mistake
straight
of
up-
referencing the reset.
Well, it was Kerry Chan who was going on about how, she straight up said, this is the New World Order's plan.
Yes.
Okay? She literally said that. Now, if you want to call me a conspiracy theorist, go right ahead, but she literally said that.
I thought she said both. I thought she made reference to the New World Order and the reset.
Baron,
up,
$10.
I wanna see
It's
the video.
literally like 1/3 of the global population have disappeared. Everyone is hiring. Nobody is showing up. Where did everyone go?
They're, the the lower end workers are sitting at home getting paid not to work.
Mm-hmm.
And then mom and pop shops are being forced to close because, among other things, they can't get staff to keep their places open, among other things. And when they were locked down, Amazon was rolling right along, selling online.
That's exactly right. These big businesses, they're
In the
fine.
United States, some of the mom and pops decided to sell online like Amazon, and then they were being slammed. They were being hit by the police saying, you can't do that. You can't sell online like Amazon.
I think that, how's that? Doc, that sounds far-fetched, Doc.
I know people are going to say I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm just reporting the news. It was a business in New Jersey that was trying to sell online. They were in their shop selling online, and the cops came in and shut them down. No one else was in the store but just the owners, because they were selling online. But they had to go into their own store to do it, and they were shut down because they're not supposed to do that.
Yes. I actually I know what yeah.
Super chat.
SR Bell, $5. AC, a yellow gold blue ceramic sub or a yellow gold Yachtmaster 2 for an 8-inch wrist. Go bluesy every day of the week. Every day of the week. You'd have to do that every day of the week.
It'd be nice to get both, but if you only can choose one, I'd go sub as well.
I don't know. Can I ask you something, Doc? Now that we've spoken about conspiracy theories, I want to ask you one thing. Is Clive my friend or my enemy? He just keeps an eye on super chats for me and texts me on WhatsApp. Super chat, you missed one, Arch. Is he my friend or my foe? I want to hear your opinion, Doc.
I think that's probably best said off air. I think it's a complex analysis.
Green Room, have you learned anything from coming on the stream today?
No, I agree. I do want to get my license. That's for sure. Maybe a new contract. Maybe I'd like to get into forensics. Who knows? But
forensic cleaning.
Yes. It's just it's so hard to focus on yourself when all this madness is going on in the world. But really, that's the best thing you can do. Just focus on what it is that you can control, as opposed to what you can't. But it's certainly very tricky at times.
And since you brought it up in that phraseology, it's best to focus on yourself, and the women will come.
That's right.
In other words, focus on becoming the most successful you can become, and the women will the women will come.
Maybe you should listen to that, Archie, and get that solid gold sub. Do the best you possibly can. It's the biggest step you could possibly take.
I don't know if I really, the other option is I could get a can of fiddly bits in gold and just spray paint my sub. What do you think of that?
You're joking. As much as you talk about my stainless sub with the Yachtmaster bracelet on it
with fiddly bits. Fiddly bits.
You wouldn't be able to handle it. You need to have the most authentic and new bracelet on there. I mean, you can't even.
I love my sub, Mariner.
Has to be the perfect glass.
I don't think I like steel. I like steel. I don't need to show off anymore. You know that? I just don't feel I need to be a peacock. Peacock.
Did I tell you? I probably did, but I'll say it again. The modded sub that I have, part of the way they modded it, whoever owned it before asked them to polish it. The whole thing is polished. Like, the lugs are polished, which isn't right.
Do you like that?
I do, actually. Well, first of all, I like the fact I got it for less than 5,000 because it had been so abused. No one wanted it.
What model is it?
Oh, it's just a no holes pre-ceramic sub.
Date or no date?
Date. You've seen it. You talked about it badly. It's got a Yachtmaster bracelet on it, so it's got polished center links that don't belong on it. and then the lugs are polished on it. It just, if you're a watch enthusiast, it would make you throw up. But when I took it to the bank, my bank guy is not into watches. He knew he put on a Submariner that looked similar to that at the AD.
Mhm.
It was a Smurf that he tried on. He thought mine was a Smurf. So
cool, Doc.
so there's that element. But I just like it because, you know, it's the thing that I can wear and not worry about it that much. And after having a watch stolen, I like sometimes being able to wear a watch without worrying about it.
Guys, I'm going to wrap this baby up. A couple more minutes, 5 more minutes. I want to say thank you for coming on. Green Room, you're not too damaged from the talk we had?
No, you got to be able to cop it in life.
I wasn't really having a go at you. I'll
No,
be
you
honest
weren't,
with
but-
you. If you were a total disaster, I would tell you to go to Japan. You're not there yet. Give it another 10 years of all-night gaming and taking a pot addiction.
The thing about
And,
Green Room, you have to realize, because I've
He's
talked
doing
to him,
okay.
not just that, but he's
Well,
got a built-in escape valve. So you can like shout at him, scream at him, and all that.
And then I'll do this.
It'll dissipate. It's not going to hurt him at all.
What's that, Archie? You think I should move to Japan?
No, that's only if you completely lost it. See, I honestly, I don't think I think you've got some great potential here. Have you read that book, about Jim's mowing? Did you ever read that book? He's got a great book. The story of Jim's mowing.
No, I don't, but I know of Tim's mowing.
Jim's mowing, yeah.
They're my competitors.
Yes. And he's here we go. Terry N, $5. Pontiff, need your opinion on an impulse buy today. 16264 blue dial, full oyster bracelet, no box, a serial number, very good condition. $6,000. 6,000. Let's just get that sucker up on the screen there.
Sounds pretty low.
It's 16264. Is that right? 16. Just check that number for me. That's a Thunderbird.
16264.
Thunderbirds are a go. 16264. That's the Thunderbird. They're 36 mil.
The only thing about it, of course, is it's a bit small.
Yeah, A series, fairly new one. I reckon that's not terrible. In this market, Terry, I don't think it's terrible. It's a nice
price seems pretty good.
Yeah. Thomas G, €2. Don't go to Asia. Find yourself a nice woman near you. And finally, Pine Barren, $5. Green Room, check out the website, internationalman.com. Okay, guys, we'll be back tomorrow. Same place, same time. And take care. Take care, guys. We love you all.
Don't forget the thumb up, fellas.
Thumbs up, guys.